Okay. We are live again on YouTube with Amberspire. So this is my first look at Amberspire, but let me go over a couple things before we go on that. And we can keep talking about this thing that we were talking on Twitch too, but I have a famous pig out back. Yeah, it's a weird thing, but so Amberspire. So this is a indie game from a very small studio that reached out, and I was like, I don't really have time to check it out right now. And they're like, well, we don't have a very big budget, but what if we gave you a little bit to play this? I was like, I can slot it in when we finish another game. I'll try to slot it in. And so I'm not getting paid a lot from this. It looked like a cool concept, so we're gonna try it out. I'll be honest with you about it, but this is a sponsored segment of the stream. He's doing the job you want. Trying to murder him and take his place. Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. This door, I'm old and your parents are dead, to be clear. You just say that to them anyway. Doing it, I don't want it to seem like I'm like, oh yeah, some like doing a favor for them, because they are paying me, don't get me wrong. Here's what I'll say about Amberspire though. I wanted to make sure it loaded and that it worked right on the computer, so I always do that before any game. And I opened it, I was like, this looks kind of confusing. Maybe I'll try to figure out how this game works. And I spent a good hour and a half or so trying to figure out how it works, because the tutorial is not great. I do think the developers, right off the bat, I think the developers should kind of work on that a little bit, because you'll see most likely the tutorial is like 3 cards and it's confusing. But I did play it and I learned how to play it. It's a cool, unique little game. And I wouldn't mind coming back to it at some point. I'm not sure if it'll be a great game to like continuously stream sort of thing, because it is a like puzzle game. Without further adu, let's look at Amberspire. If you want to help me out, help the developer out, you can see I played it for 2 hours actually. I think some of that was left running, but it doesn't matter. If you want to help this small developer out, wish listing is great. When a game has lots of wish lists, so if you don't plan on buying it right now, this just came out today. If you don't plan on buying it, no matter when you see this, if you on the live stream go to !Amberspire, or it's not a tracking link, or just go to this on the Steam store, wish lists help a lot, even if you don't plan on buying it right now, or maybe even if you don't plan on future, because a lot of, just like everywhere, Steam is ran by the algorithm, and wish lists help the algorithm. If a game gets a lot of interest, especially on release window with wish lists, it might push it in front of other people. That's my end of the sponsored spiel. I made that part up myself. Let's try this out. If it's too loud, too quiet, let me know. We'll get it dialed in, and I'll try to explain what's going on with this as we go. And don't get me wrong, this is I'm not an expert at this. I played it for probably an hour and a half to figure out how to play it. So don't expect any like, expert gameplay, but we'll see. Flab, thank you for the 23 months at tier 3. Thank you, Flab. Cities. So I'm just gonna clear my first one, because this is one I was playing around with. Amberspire is a turn-based building game. Oh, I didn't read the lore when I played either, so let's read the lore. Countless ages, golden and dark, have been recorded and forgotten by the scribes of humankind. Beneath worlds and amidst stars lingered history written in ruins. Around a nameless star orbited Amber, a planet of swirling glow and shadow. After the last empire's decayed, a moon was given, grown to entomb the spire that felled a sovereign. An age ago, a city on that moon fell to obscurity, began a slow return to prominence. Lore. All right, let me read this tutorial to you, and you can be like, huh? Welcome to Amberspire, a city built on an ancient mausoleum moon. Your goal is to advance the city through the tiers of renown and enter a golden age. That's how you complete a city. Start by rolling dice to get resources. Collect the furnace and kiln dice, then roll them. Once rolled, dice can be placed in other buildings as resources. If a resource cannot be used, you can re-roll dice or simply end the turn. In each cycle, you roll 3 groups of dice, then the moon will roll weather dice it has accrued. You have a small amount of re-rolls available, which refresh. A weather result adds a die to the next weather roll. Weather dice move and add terrain tiles like floodplains. Build a cistern to remove them. Market buildings like the bazaar trade resources for influence, which use the city's renown. Buildings have a limited operating range. Dice can only go so far. The landing pad can only be built with residents within a certain range. Constructing more than one of the same kind of building is vital to continuing growing the city. Open this panel again if you need any help. Good luck, idiot. like, the cat cam's blocking a little bit. I'll move her. So like, when I first read that, I was like, what? What does that mean? There's a lot of information on this. I'm not sure. I think Jimmy's gonna block a little bit. So we'll wait until more. Okay, so what does that actually mean? So I played this so I can explain it to you. So, as it said, this is a city builder. Down here is your current city level. This is what we unlock at the next level. To get to that level, we have to have a certain number of residents and a certain amount of influence. There are certain buildings. If I hold Alt, orange buildings give you dice, and they have their own requirements. If you hover over this, you see that this gives us a 6-sided dice. So if we take that and we roll it, whatever it lands on, we have that material. And use that material to build things on that turn. Now, there are going to be things that you build that use the materials not for building, but for other purposes. These things around are hazards that are going to continuously grow. And depending on events and things, they get worse, they do different things. And you'll need things to resolve that, right? And as you grow your city, there's more to it, but that's the very basics of it. Now, also, this game does have events and factions, which are going to come into play, we should, while we're playing here. So I'll talk about those when we get closer to them. I'm the tutorial now, that's right. So what does that mean for us right now? There are a lot of hover over things here, and it even shows you there's some cool stuff. It's like the blue area is most likely where housing is going to occur. So right now we have the crystallizer. So that is a resource generator, and it will tell you what it's connected to that will help it. Now, this is what it needs to construct this building. This is what this one needs to construct it. So if I click this furnace, we get that 6-sided dice. And if I click on the kiln, we get another one. Okay, let's just hide this for now. And we're going to roll these to get these two built, hopefully. Okay, so weather is bad. So out of the two possible weather options, we got those. So you do not want weather if you can help it. But we did get this. So the kiln. Nothing can use that either. Neither of these need that to grow, to build. So we're just going to re-roll the weather, hope for the best. And see, now we can build that. It gets a +3. If we had the other thing, it would get a bonus and build even more this turn. Made it to the top. Yeah, I beat the game. That wasn't the end of the game, but I beat it. Yeah. If you want to see the top of the Manbreaker, !Manbreaker is the command, but the whole VOD is up on YouTube. Yeah, beat it. This is what the top looks like. Yeah, you get to the top and you play this. So we could try re-rolling this. This needs metal, brick, or crystal. If we re-roll this, you know, we got 2 chances for brick, but that's okay. Let's not worry about it because I don't want to re-roll and hit weather, and I'd rather save some re-rolls for the weather. So we're just going to do that one little bit of building. Going to end our turn, and I'll explain this through a cycle. Yes, we know. Okay, so again, we're going to roll both of these because we need to right now. All right, so again, we can build with either of these, right? Now, this one is going to give us more materials, whereas the landing pad is what gives us more citizens, which we need for more buildings, more jobs. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're working on that first, I think, overall. Well, yeah, we'll do that. All right. You can zoom in, and you can zoom out a bit. Yes, I already read this to them. All right. So getting close to being built, and then I'll show you what like making a building that does something is for, how to do that. And it gets pretty complex after the beginning, honestly. But it's a nice chill little puzzle game. Hope we get it. I'm gonna have baby steps edited, I believe, even if it doesn't do well. I think it would be a cool edit, even just for like me later or something. Although that means Masari's gonna have to get rid of the donkey dongs the first bit. Is the starting part? I'm not sure, actually. I think this city starts in this spot. However, okay, this hasn't come up yet, but there are things beyond weather that are instability dice. I will explain instability dice when they come up, but those can actually cause more holes in this. I know, yeah. I did, yeah, throw him off the cliff, I know. Sorry, Jim. I spoke it into existence. Donkey what? Dong. Okay, so we finished the cycle. So now we have the weather dice. Okay, we were forced to roll it. It landed blank, so we got no. Okay, great. Nothing bad. Excellent. All right, so we have finished the landing pad. Now that the landing pad is done, if we give it bricks, canvas, tea, or gathering, it'll give us more citizens, depending on what we give them. Blank weather is best weather. Yeah, that's clear weather. Yeah, that's no weather. So some of these move the flood tiles, some of these make more, some of them move rust, and there's other weather that we'll run into eventually. So the crystallizer makes, as you see there, the moment we don't need those. So let's start looking at what buildings we have. You can break these down. Well, let's take a look at this. So I talked about influence earlier. The main way to get influence, aside from events, is there's going to be these structures like the bazaar, that once it's built, you can trade some of your excess resources from your dice, if it's the right ones, to get some influence. So definitely want to make this. When you hover over one of these buildings, it'll show you what it needs for construction, and then what it will need for the market. We have to keep that in mind. So this needs brick, earth, or scrap. This one will generate scrap. This one gives nothing that it needs. And this is brick. So if we place the bazaar, it would be best to place it where it aligns with these. However, buildings also need a certain number of residents nearby. So, like, we can put it there, for instance. So that's fine. And we probably should, so that we can start throwing some stuff to that one. So let's put it there. You have dottage also sort of. I have played that one. That one's definitely very different from this one. That one's more real-time-ish, I would say, right? Well, not really, but yeah, I like that one too. But it is, it's quite a bit different, especially when we get further into it. But I know what you're talking about. I didn't end up finishing that one. I did like it. Okay, the cistern takes metal, salt, scrap, or dust to make. And then once it's made, you can just supply it with either metal, earth, salt, or daylight. And within its radius, it will get rid of some flood. So we will have to do that eventually, but let's wait a little bit on that. We need to get citizens coming out. And so we need to unlock the next building types, because these citizens need stuff from like the tea house and whatnot. So our main goal right now is to get influence, which the bazaar will do. Another thing is these building places, they only reach a certain distance. And so we need to start thinking about, if we want to build this way, how do we get those production buildings over here? Is the dice rolling bog it down? I would say that I wish there was an option to skip the roll animation. I didn't find one. It is a very chill game. I have liked it in the little bit that I played it, but it could use a little bit better of a tutorial, and it would be nice if you could click to skip the dice rolling animation or the house building, but I think it's not. I think it's supposed to be a slow-paced thing, right? Okay, so we're gonna need another kiln on this side at some point to keep building in that direction, right? So the kiln takes bricks to make. This makes scrap. The kiln itself makes bricks, so a kiln making another kiln would be ideal. And we want to stretch it out as far as we can, so I guess right there. And now this turn, we're going to, I can hold Alt to see where all your dice can come from. We're going to get dice from all three of these. We're going to roll. All right, let's see what we got here. So this is showing where they actually came from, not what we can use them in. Unfortunately, none of these are usable. So which one has the most likely chance? This one needs brick. This has 2 chances to roll brick, so let's do that. Let's re-roll that one. Okay, good. And then this one, what did it need from that one? This one can use mirror. Okay, so let's re-roll the mirror. Is it pronounced dot age? That's how I pronounce it. I'm not sure if it actually is. Oh my god. I want to save the reroll, so it will. Kilns asexually produced. That's right. What's the weather today? Well, rust is moving in. Excuse me? What do you mean rust is moving in? And then oh, that sucks. curious to show you guys the factions and stuff when those roll. Oh, come on. No matter what, we're gonna get an extra weather tile. Rusty weather with a chance of tetanus. Yeah, we don't have anything we can do about it, so built a little bit. That's gonna go for the next cycle. We're gonna get hit with at least 2. You always have 1 there unless there's an event that takes it away. So it is what it is, I guess. Holy crap. Also, Stream Deck wants to update. This sucks. Wow. So you don't want to see weather. At least right now, I don't have anything to good with the weather, so. Well, oh well, I guess we just take whatever the crap we get from this. Ooh. Flood, rust, great. On crap about the weather gods, I guess so. So we could actually get more citizens, but I really need these things built. So we're gonna go ahead and build that. I'm gonna re-roll this weather. Turtle tiles are encroaching on our lands. Okay, so now we got the bazaar. So now the bazaar can take some of the material from those to give us influences, which is what we need. We need 25 influence for the next buildings. Factions, oh my god, factions that will end up unlocking give us some other bonuses and things, but I'll talk about that when we get to it. Go off with Aver to Lurk. Re-roll those. Come on. Okay. All right, we're gonna get some more citizens down. We're gonna build that, and there we go, our first influence. Nice Fantasy School. It's a fun, chill game. This looks complicated. I'm trying to explain it the best I can. I did go over it and explain how it works. If you have any questions, let me know. So right now we have 3 buildings that give a type of dice. Okay. So we're going to get those 3 dice. Each of these can roll. I mean, it's a 6-sided die. Each side of the dice has a different material on it. So we're going to roll. Anything for putting down the buildings? You don't pay anything for putting down the buildings, but you can only put them down if you meet the prerequisite of how many citizens in the area. So like if I wanted to put a bazaar here, I can't because there's not enough citizens. So that's one of the cadence things of it, is like one of the restrictions. Weather can build up pretty quickly and be pretty detrimental, yeah. And then there's other kinds of dice that you guys haven't seen yet called instability dice, which can actually cause buildings to collapse, cause bigger holes to appear and stuff. It can get pretty crazy pretty quickly. So we are going to build some more housing. We're not going to re-roll this. I mean, we can't anyway. Rainbow Fins, they quickly walk you through the rules, force it up like an hour and a half. The explanation of this probably took me 5 or 10 minutes, yeah. I can understand, yeah. So this is a weather dice. We're going to roll this. And we got, unfortunately, more rust, but it's just rust moving, not new rust, so it's probably okay. But there's a disadvantage. Yeah, so eventually you'll get to the point where you can't roll all dice anyway. And sometimes it's not good to roll them all for sure. Okay, the weather changes, so now these dice things are gonna have more chance for rust to move than other things. All right, so we did finish the kilns. Now we have a kiln over here. And we can start working on building out. Now, you see this blue area? If this building builds housing, that's as far as it can reach. So if we want to expand in any other direction, we're gonna need to get more of the landing pads. That's where people arrive on this side or up here. If we put it up here, it can actually be built by all 3 buildings. So I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, let's get it up here. So the downside is this kiln. So So here's what you're talking about. Like, maybe we shouldn't roll this kiln because it has a chance to hit weather. And the only thing that can use its thing right now is here and only brick. Although, the 2 out of 6, 1 out of 3 to get it. Long we're good tomorrow? Arch, they hanging out. 2 Islanders? I haven't seen that one. Is it a similar kind of game or just, like, really chill? I was just reading your cheese thing. Is this from something or is this only from your brain? Okay, we have 4 dice. 2 weather. Oh, 1 weather. Okay. Come on. Come on. Okay. So we're gonna build more housing down here. Can't use that one. We'll work on the launching pad and then more influence, which will get us up to 18. You need influence to unlock more buildings. Not quite as puzzly or complex. All right. Well. So we're eventually going to need this material in a different direction as well. So what does this take to build a crystallizer? It takes metal and scrap. That's kind of unfortunate because at the moment metal and scrap just comes from this. So to make another crystallizer, maybe we should make one here before we run out of room. Oh, no, it doesn't reach. You see how that line is showing like what can actually build the place? Gotta be careful. Guess we'll do that. Hey, Eisen, welcome back. 24 months, you're back in the land of the cats. Finally home. Welcome back. Wait, remind me. I thought I remembered. Don't mind me asking. What were you doing? Where are we going? Well, welcome back. Here and home. This is your home now. Roll another weather dice. I'm just gonna re-roll it. Try to get as little weather as possible. All right, work on building this up here. The other landing pad. Influence is gonna unlock new buildings. And as you can see, we rolled something that we would be able to deposit up there, but it was too far away, so I can't hit that building. Are you forced to roll all dice? No, you are not forced to roll all dice. Hey, family, writing thing in America. America. We had a good trip. Thought climate change was a hoax. Turns out it's dice. All right. So we need 100 residents, and then we can get the next buildings. Yeah, actually, I don't want to be rolling this one because nothing connects to it. Yep. This actually still does. That's right. Yeah, we do actually want to keep doing it. Still worth it to get these up. Let's go on Fatal. Welcome back. Can't re-roll that weather, unfortunately. Wow, some bad luck there. Let's get this built up here. Yeah, that sucks. So once we get the next upgrade in the town, we should look at things that are going to make it so that more people arrive through the launching pad. We have 3 weather dice. Can't do anything about it. Just have to eat whatever it is. 3 rust moves. So that's okay, because it's not new rust. It's just other ones moving. But nav. Yeah, if anyone has any questions, let me know. I played this a little bit off stream to learn how to play the game, because it's pretty confusing when you start out, and the tutorial isn't the greatest. So, all right. So we need more people. This launching pad could use something from there. This launching pad could use something from here. And this can use something from there. So now there's no real need to use that crystallizer since that's built. So we'll only just roll the 3 dice. Other weather. Okay, influence. More housing. Build that. What a different game to go to after Baby Steps. Like the polar opposite of games. All right. So now we can level up our town. It's going to unlock the arena, the ruster, the scrapyard, the sun mirror, the tea house, and the weaver. Once we do this, I want to show something as well. The city is now peripheral. A palpable energy has emerged. A once forgotten settlement begins to press on the cosmological fabric of humanity. Advance the city beyond the highest tier of influence to complete the game. Unbuildable. Rust is unbuildable, yeah. It can cause other problems, but there are buildings that combat it, and I think we just unlocked one, yeah. And the cistern combats flooding, and then there's going to be more types that you have to deal with, like grass and the holes, yeah. So the next city level is at Ascendant, and we'll look at those afterward. The thing I wanted to show, if you hover over something, you hit R, you come into here, which is kind of nice, and it has little bits of lore to it and gets you some more information. So I do like this menu. The tea house, 3x3 spoons inlaid with silver, bowls and saucers grown at the turn of the century, a plain kettle, a patina of vortices carved into it. So like this one, to build it, we would need dust, starlight, music, and or silk. You don't need all of those. We need, some of them will build faster than others, right? Now, once this building is done, its dice can provide this. 2 out of 6 chances to get tea, 2 out of 6 to get root, 1 out of 6 for earth, 1 out of 6 for weather. So we can look at like what building uses that. And we know to get more housing, we saw, I believe, that this can use tea, and tea is a pretty big one. Tea is 32 more residents. Looks interesting. It's a cool game. It can be very confusing. I'm afraid that they're gonna need to do a better tutorial, because what I'm afraid of is, even though the game is pretty cool and has a unique, to me anyway, a unique gameplay loop, a lot of people I think are just gonna turn it off because it's gonna be like, oh, this is what is this? I'm confused. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'll come back to it, and then never come back to it. How can you see how much tea gives? If I'm remembering right, each of those is how much it gives in order. So if I remember right, brick is 12, canvas is 22, tea is 32, and gather is 42. But I might be misremembering, and that's how many you have to have all together on a build, but we'll check. Because again, I only play it for like 2 hours, so I might be misremembering. I'll say exclamation from symbol. Yeah, right. There's definitely some things that need fleshed out in that way, but all right. So we have the scrapyard available. Building constructed with 5 distance. This one is only built with scrap. I guess we need to start thinking about getting rid of flood there, right? So the cistern does that. And we have to be careful though, because one of the traps you can fall into that I did on my first playthrough is, sure, like when you place the cistern, right now it's telling us what buildings connects to build it, not ones that are going to create the things it needs to function. So you have to be a little bit careful. But if we hover over cistern, we can see at the bottom, to continue working, it's going to need metal, earth, salt, or daylight. So metal, salt, earth, or daylight. This is a very high chance at metal. There's a high chance of earth. So putting the cistern here has a really good chance of that we're going to have the material we need to keep it running, or to use it, right? Cistern, I barely know her. So putting it here, pretty good idea. We can get rid of that. And you can remove buildings. So it's not like a forever thing. Going Randy, welcome back. So with that one there, another thing we unlocked was the ruster. There's not rust super close. There is down here though. But again, we have to be a little bit careful, because the ruster needs mirrors, which the crystal place provides, dye, root, or quiver. Now we did see root was a pretty decent chance from the tea house, right? So tea house is 2 root, 2 tea. So having this between one of the places that produces people, like the launching pad, and the rust thing would be pretty good, right? Because we have a 4 out of 6 chance of it getting something that those two need. So most turns we're going to get that. So, and that's the thing, that's the puzzle of the game. That's it at its core. You try to build in a way that buildings cover each other, continue to expand while trying to avoid bad dice like the weather and getting rid of these things and building influence. So let's look at the tea house. The tea house needs dust, silk, starlight, or music to build. So at the moment, the only thing that we have that makes dust is the crystallizer, and it's not very common. So for the crystallizer to roll dirt is a 1 in 6. I mean, eventually it would happen, but it's way up there, so I have to be careful. Now, you see, we don't have the housing there. Like, that'd be good to have it covered by 2. That way we have 2 and 12. Well, kind of. We have 2 1 in 6 rolls, I guess. 2 and 12 is still, you know what I mean. We have 2 chances to get it. We could put it here, but it doesn't reach the other one. So I'm going to wait. I'll wait on that one. Let's look at the top, though. So if I put it up here, is there any place for that? There is place, but again, we have to have the dust. So we can look and see if there's something that creates dust at a better probability. Sun mirror creates daylight, which we saw that the cistern uses. It also does have a 1 in 6 for dust. And the blue icon, if you land on blue, that gives you progress to a new event. We'll talk about that when it pops up. So do we have anything else that really gives us dust? We don't. So let's look at the Weaver. The Weaver has 3 out of 6 to produce canvas, and canvas is used to make more population. And the Weaver uses brick, earth, or daylights. So maybe the Weaver is better for us up here. And then the Sun mirror would be good over near... Yeah, we don't have enough people, though. Well, let's get a Weaver near the population up there, I guess. Could do 2. What else did it make? Silk, dye, and weather. Does this take any of that? This also takes silk and dye. Okay. So yeah, let's make one of these up here. All right, now what do we want to roll? We're trying to build this, so we'll roll everything that can possibly help build it. We want to build this, so we're already rolling that. We want to build this, okay. For more citizens, we need bricks. This has a 2 out of 6, so we'll roll that too. Okay. Is there something here that we would want to make faster than the others? Let's get that building worked on. Didn't roll the bricks, unfortunately. So we can either get 7 influence, or we can work on building one of these. It's a +3 down here, so I think I'm going to take the +3. Get that done. Now, also, you might have seen this. This little, it's behind me, maybe. This thing, you can actually save 1 dice starting for the next turn. So, like, if we had rolled 2 things that would, like, super build this, but we can only use 1 that turn, we can save it for the next turn. But hasn't come into play really yet. All right. So now that one's done. Listening to me explain the game is relaxing, especially this music probably. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. So again, we're wanting to build this. We're wanting to build this. And we want to try for brick. Currently, this is not being used for anything. We can think about... I really want to build that sun mirror up here somewhere. Because I need it to be able to reach... this. And what else did it take? Produces daylight and dust. Okay. Yeah. Mind you have Steven Universe? I've never watched that. I know what it is, though. Yeah, just not enough people there yet, so we're just gonna have to make some more growth. And we could go ahead and get a weaver for this downside, this bottom part. It's gonna... It's gonna make it so we can roll this to try to get dust. I guess we might as well, right? Good luck to us. Okay, we're gonna re-roll the weather. We don't want weather. A weaver for the bottom part, yeah. So we can expand population that way, I think. Okay. Build that with 3. Let's go ahead and keep building that weaver up there. Build that, good. And this one... Let's see what we need. We need 200 residents, 100 influence. Well, let's get this built. Even though it's just a 1. Yeah, pretty cool little puzzle game. It gets pretty complex when you get, I mean, I know it probably already feels complex, but I mean, as far as your puzzle choices go, choices get pretty complex. Unfortunately, we rolled weather that spawns, so... No, this is all... Oh, I didn't think about that. So the weather cycle is on heat right now. All those are just movement. Is diplomacy an option? Yes, it is. So maybe we shouldn't use our rerolls on weather for this one. You can't bank them to a next cycle, but... Yeah, I'm going to start thinking about that. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Okay. Still building that. Still trying to build this. That can't function yet. That's not doing anything until this is done. Okay. It does suck though. So if we re-roll, we should re-roll with the intent to not necessarily dodge the weather, but to build. So this one needs metal, salt, scrap, or dust. I could roll salt. Both of these are the same. They're both from kilns. This needs bricks, so let's re-roll this one. Try again. Hey, we reroll bricks. Good. And then this one could reroll brick, salt, earth. Yeah, let's do it. Nice. So we're gonna finish that weaver, and we'll see what good that does for us. So now the weaver gives us access to a new dice. You can only roll 6 dice to start with. You get more later depending on how some things go. We'll talk about that when we get there. Right now, if we have more than 6 buildings that give us dice, it doesn't matter. We have to pick and choose which ones we roll. So the weaver can give us canvas, and it's pretty likely to do it. If it rolls canvas, we're going to get a lot more population. If it rolls silk or dye, we can use that over here for influence. So the only bad roll on this is literally the weather. We have, 5 out of 6 shot to like have a good roll, so we'll take it. Is there a table or limit, or does it go on forever? So for like, is there an end? Yes, to beat the map, to beat the city, you have to raise it up to the top renown, and then you have a golden age, and then you probably get a score or something like that based on how many cycles it took or something. I'm not sure, but there is you can beat the maps. Yeah, they need some weather, good weather. There are some good weather. There are some. Oh, 1 second, sorry. Something poking me right below the shoulder blade. I'm not sure what it was, but got it off. There is a wind condition. Yeah, it isn't just like a sandbox or something. Okay, so like I said, we definitely want that one. We want to keep building this, and the connection there is here. We keep building this, so we'll try those. And there's still no reason to use the crystallizer that's down there. Now we could think about starting to build a building down here that uses the crystallizer. It would also be maybe a good idea to start bringing another bazaar down that way. But nothing in this really goes to the bazaar, huh? Yeah. So let's just wait on it. Ghost of Jim. I'm hoping this rolls on blue so we can see some of that. It did not. But we get 15 influence. Rolled salt, but on the wrong one. Finish off that building, and we can get more housing. Right now, this can reach either one of the houses. It's going to give us 12 new residents, and I think we want this side. So we could try re-rolling this. It comes from here. The only thing... Yeah, let's try to re-roll brick. Got an option stream is almost a year old now. I would have to start over 11 months ago. Yeah. I probably have to start over to remember what the crap I was doing. Or to at least get good at the game again. Cold weather, unfortunately. Alright. Nice. Okay, definitely want to keep going with this one. And we want to keep trying to build that. And now the cistern is done. Can use either of those. So I want to get that sun mirror over somewhere. Oh, did I see a spot? No, because it would overlap them. Oh, no, it's overlapped that. So after this, it grows up here one more time. We'll be able to place that. Close. All right, let's roll these. New game sponsor. It's kind of a confusing game to start with. So if you have any questions, let me know. Or if you go to the beginning of this video, I take about 10 minutes to do kind of a little tutorial. I'll try to explain what I'm doing as I go as well. So this dice rolled, God, we rolled die twice in a row instead of canvas. It's so weird. If I do that though, we'll get more influence out of that. This one, we can finish the build down here. And so the -3 is that's how much flooding this is going to remove if we put it there. So that's why we put the cistern there. So we'll go ahead and do that. End up lost in a mountain. Hey, some of my most fun times have been lost in a mountain. All right, we got 3 weather dice. Nothing we can do about it. We just got to take whatever it is. None of these can really roll too bad. These are all movement ones. So this is just going to move some of the bad tiles. Kind of sucks, but you know, it's not, at least it's not spawning new ones. All right. However, now we have this weather. So all the weather in this is bad. It produces more bad tiles. So now we probably want to try our best to re-roll out of weather tiles. We're gonna go ahead and take that dice, hoping that we can work on the landing pad. This one's done, so same thing, hoping we work on the landing pad. Cistern can use either of these. And Sun mirror, still no. But what are our other options here? The sun mirror takes... Like, we could build it down here. What does it give? Dust, daylight, and weather. So it gives daylight to the cisterns. That's why we want it up there. Yeah. 2 chances at weather kind of sucks as well. What do we need for the tea house? Tea house also seemed pretty cool. Requires dust to make. So if we did that, dust, hang on. Dust or silk, okay. So if we did the tea house, yeah, we could work on that. But what else is the tea house used for? Tea, root, earth, and weather. So I think we want our tea house up here as the most options for it. I think so. Because then, it's mainly making things for the housing with the tea, or root for influence, which are both good. And those are both used up here. So, yeah, I guess we'll do that. This can help build it. If we got one of these down here, we would want another bazaar. What does that take? Oh, we have another one of these. Arena. Takes canvas to make. Okay. Daylight, root, or music. Okay. Oh, this one actually transfers daylight into... Well, that's pretty good. Huh. So having an arena and the sun thing up here would be pretty awesome. Because then we could feed it canvas from the weaver, daylight from the sun thing, tea from the tea house, mirror from the crystal. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I'm going to do that. That hits a lot of things. And then if we get the sun mirror, the only downside of the sun mirror is we have 2 chances at weather from it. But we could just not roll it when we have that, right? Okay. So if this one's good because it can hit canvas and roots, we can do that combo down here too, right? So let's do a tea house here. And then I wonder if we can get another... These arenas here. Yeah, we can. Screw it, we're expanding. All the dice we can roll. And now we have the opportunity for some bad weather, so we kind of want to re-roll weather ones. All right, we got canvas. Let's use it to build. Let's get some more of that flood removed. More flood removed. So unfortunately, none of this helps us build anything, but I don't want to re-roll because I want to save that to re-roll out of bad weather, I think. So it's the end of our turn. All right. So we got our first blue tile. When that gets full, we're going to have events and then factions are going to start spawning. And I'll explain that mechanic a little bit when it gets here. So we're going to click on the things that can help build these. Okay. Kiln's a little dangerous. Well, I mean, I guess the kiln's just a 1 in 6, so. No weather, good. 2 events. All right, canvas again. Build. Got mirror, nothing from that. We need dust from those. And we can get some influence now, I think. Yeah, none of those do us any good. You can also, if you make a mistake, you can recall the dice from that turn. All right, our first event. Plasma fires broke out at a kiln. Jets of pearlescent flame shot into the sky, leaving thin trails of blue smoke drifting across the city. Spin influence. The kiln burned to the ground. 9 influence. A kiln is destroyed. Or spin 29 to not lose my kiln. Or re-roll for free with 3 chances at losing influence, 2 chances at losing the kiln, and 1 for no loss. Isn't the kiln where this fire is supposed to be? Yeah, that's right. I'm not going to take the risk. I'm just going to get rid of that. See, not all events are good. That's unfortunate. All right, let's keep working on building this one. All right. This has 2 chances for weather. Let's not use that one with the bad weather here. Okay, no weather, but we got another event roll. Continue building for now. Not a lot here. We definitely need to get influence back again in case that happens. We can build some more housing down there. Not re-rolling these. Although we are near the end of this cycle, huh? Oh, we'll wait. All right, we got our arena done. Okay. So we have 3 rerolls left in the cycle, and we might as well use it to try to roll none. Nailed it. Excellent. All right. I don't know when the first faction spawns, actually. I thought when I tried it, it spawned at that first event, but I guess I was lucky. Apparently lucky. Let's keep trying to build these. So we now have the arena done. Okay. Still don't want to use this because it gives us 2 chances at weather, and weather is bad. Right now, weather is bad. Okay, let's roll out of that weather, hopefully. All right. Yeah, let's get that built. As much as influence would be nice. This, though... 14 influence at the arena, yeah. Keep building the stuff down there. Another arena, actually. Got some dust, finally. More housing, more housing. Wow, we actually used all of our dice for a change. Yeah, I'm not sure, actually. Yeah, that's good. Weather dice times 2. Oh, no, that's because of what cycle it is, I guess. 1 below baseline plus 1. That's what's going on. We actually reduced the flood enough that we get an extra... Yeah. So if you're doing overly well... It actually looks like... yeah, that's an interesting one. I hadn't really ran into that. It's cool. It's a cool game. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. I did kind of a little tutorial of it in the first, like, 10 minutes of today's... portion of this portion of the stream. It can be really confusing. It took me a good like hour and a half to understand what the crap was going on. When you do too well, you anger the gods. Yeah, apparently. So we need 200 citizens and 100 influence to grow to get the next building unlocks. All right, so continuing to try to build this. So we'll do we'll click on any dice that can possibly help us build those. And keep going with the kilns here. volcano flashback a little bit. Good, we can build that. That'll finish out the tea house. Working down there. Where do we want more population? I think from this one. I think so. Rip, why? Was that a bad play, bot? Can't use those ones. Okay. All right, so now we have a Weaver and a tea house up there. We got 2 arenas. Bot seems to disagree. We gotta get the de-ruster down here, I guess. Holy crap. Ah, here we go. The city has drawn the attention of a new off-world faction, Dias. Dias? I don't know. Are a nomadic religious order in a fervent quest to maintain the plurality of their god. Small traders travel the galaxy in search of artifacts, converts, and political assistance to maintain the inertia of their faith. It is rumored that the Dias Knights have supernatural abilities. These are so rarely seen they cannot be resolved. Their favor adds 2 dice storage spaces. Their penalty removes 2 dice storage spaces. So now we have events and some other things. We're going to have a choice in order to add to their strength, take away, make their disposition happier or angrier. And depending on that, we can get some bonuses and detriments. So for this faction, their current bonus or detriment is that we can store more dice between rounds, or we can have our dice storage taken away. All right, to build the arena, let's keep doing that. And then we definitely want to use both of these now. But I think we need to get the de-ruster down here, right? Before this gets even worse. Requires dust or crystal to make. Okay. Oh man, can I even fit it anywhere over there? If I place it that far away, we get 5 more weather dice. I don't think so. What does it use? Mirrors, die, roots. Okay. So this gives die occasionally. This gives die. This gives roots. Okay. So we need to be able to build it, and it still needs to be in range after we build it to be impacted by... I would love it to be impacted by both of those buildings, but I'm not sure it is right there. Maybe there. It's gonna be tough to build it though. Like, in fact, to build it, the only thing that we can actually build into it is die from this. It's not even done. Gotta build over the houses? No. You can destroy houses, but that can cause instability. Which isn't a mechanic we have ran into yet, so I'll talk about that when we run into it. We could give it a little bit, right? Like, we are making more citizens here. And we'll wait, I guess. Remove the peasants. I need them for the jobs. All right, 3 on that. We need influence. Let's give that to the influence. Influence. This is from here. The only thing that it can roll that helps us, I believe, is dust, and that's really rare. So, I mean, it can roll mirror too, but let's save this for weather. The rust is coming, yeah. Yeah, that's not great. All right. So we're gonna re-roll this one, hoping to get blank. Like, nice. Okay. So again, we're trying to get this made. And then we also want house expansion. So let's grab these 2 kilns. Hope for the best. Wow, that sucks. Okay. We roll those weather tea. Okay, that's good. Earth, I think, yeah. All right, canvas. So we can expand our housing, which this can fill in the blue or the area here. You can also show like where it's likely. Blue is more likely. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then let's get influence up there. Influence up there. We're gonna have another event soon, so we better get influence. More influence. And more housing. Oh, that was a lot of influence that turn. Holy crap. So we need 100, 200. Okay. Again, if you want to help me out and help the devs out, very small dev team with this. Go to the game. It's not a tracking link, so you don't have to go to that link. But if you go to Amberspire on Steam, check it out. If it seems like something interesting to you, you know, you can buy it if you want. But just wish listing games also helps. It's just like everywhere. Steam is a giant algorithm, and interest shown in wish lists, watch lists, purchases obviously help out. Do you expand where houses can be built with a scrapyard? Is that how that works? It's not the scrapyard. It's the landing pad. The landing pad expands where houses can be built. So kind of, but it's a different building. Yeah, landing pad. So if we want houses even further out, we'll have to build new landing pads as we go. Furnace is destroyed or minus 22 influence. Ugh. Okay, minus 22 influence. We got a lot of influence. I mean, that's one of the reasons I got influence that time, is because I knew an event was coming. So these ones where the little drones are landing, those are landing pads. That's currently where the housing is expanding. The which one are you? The scrapyard. The scrapyard. Let me read it because I might be misremembering. Buildings constructed within 5 distance get +3 resident range. Each 25 residents. So this would expand the resident range further. Yeah. So like putting this near the landing pad, it's probably also going to pair with some buildings that we don't even have yet. For some reason, when you said scrapyard, I didn't remember that was even the name of it, to be honest with you. For some reason, I thought you were talking about the furnace. But either way, yeah, the landing pad is the only building we have right now that builds houses. But apparently, the scrapyard increases the distance. Let's see. Buildings constructed within 5 distance get +3 resident range. It also probably makes it... I wonder if that... It's worded a little oddly. But I also wonder if that means we could build buildings further from the residents and still have them count for the amount of residents you need nearby for a building. I bet that's what it means. Kind of sucks that it's only built with scrap, but I'll have to try it out sometime. I guess we might as well just get it going, right? Since it's only scrap, it's going to take a while anyway. Public transportation, that's right. At the scrapyard. Yeah, we'll try that out. All right, still building this one. Definitely want to keep going with these 2. And now we need this. The downside is this has 2 chances to roll weather, which would be unfortunate. But it just is what it is. All right. Our style is nice too. How's it going, Icky Machine? Yeah, it's a pretty unique little game. Like I said, I told the developers, like, I don't think I have time really to try it out. I'm sorry, you know. I know, I might have like a couple of paid spots or something like that, or I'll try to get around to it some days sort of thing. I don't have a lot of time, but there might be a time that I finish a game early and I have a few hours to play it. And they were like, well, we have this little bits or whatever. This is what we're offering. It's like, yeah, that's fine. So I want to be upfront. It is a sponsored segment, right? But it's not like I'm getting a fortune out of it or something. It was when I tried it out when they contacted me, I thought it was pretty neat, but it's confusing at first. So they really do need to maybe look at the tutorial a little bit more. So we can get more housing or more influence. Let's go ahead and get housing this time because we don't have an event coming up. Influence. Let's get rid of some more of the flood. Influence. One build. That's gonna take a long time. Because it only uses scrap to build. And this could roll weather. So it needs 6 turns of scrap. Hopefully not rolling weather during that. Alright, well, we'll see. Okay, keep trying to build this. Keep these 2 going. Keep trying to build that one. And more housing. Okay. We did get a weather dice. Weather die. Canvas. We'll get more residents. Influence. Residents. Influence. Influence. Residents. That's a lot of residents coming in. We're at 201. So we need 100 influence to unlock more buildings. Keep an eye on that. And that rust is getting kind of not good over there. Probably should have put that rust place down, even if we can't get it built all the way yet. Because I guess it would at least block where rust can spawn, right? Pretty zen game. Yeah. Here comes an event. Oh man, we can upgrade, but is the event gonna screw me? The event screwed me. Instability dice are really bad. So instability dice have things on it like destroy X homes, destroy this construction place, destroy a buildable tile forever. I don't know if you can rebuild them later, like make a hole through the earth. Yeah, screw it. I guess we're just spinning our influence. Unfortunately, but that's the way it goes. We were just about to upgrade our city too. Hey, nice. Weather changes. So these are all movement ones. So now we're not scared of the weather. In fact, those could be beneficial because it could move some of this crap out of our way. So now we don't have to worry about the weather really. Dice that have a higher chance at weather are not as scary during this kind of period. Down the line, fill in. Yeah, I didn't play it that far in, but I'm thinking there's probably going to be something like that. But at least this early on, I think I made it to like tier 4 or tier 5, something like that. And I didn't see anything at that stage, and definitely don't want less building space. But yeah, maybe let's go on Mort. Sometimes in placing a building, they sometimes get plus X weather die. The only thing I could see about that, let me see if it actually explains it. I did notice that too, and the only thing I can think of is proximity, or like it's further away. Although sometimes it feels like it does that even when it's right next to things. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if it's in there or not, but if you find it in there, let me know. But yeah, I've noticed the same thing. For anyone that's wondering, let me see if I can show. Like if I put the ruster there next to those things, it's completely fine. But there, for instance, it's plus 10, plus I don't know. I wonder if that's an effect from one of these. I'm not sure. Because I noticed the ruster is near this grass here. Oh, maybe that's one of the downsides of grass. 1, 2, I think that might be right. I think that's 6 tiles of grass right there. There's 7, yep. I think it's yeah. I think it's to prevent you from just like slapping something down right next to it and take care of it, but I think that must be it. That must be the downside to the grass weather. Or one of the downsides. Alright, we're gonna put that one there. Weather we're not afraid of, so we can save our rerolls. Let's see what we have from here. But we do need to get our influence back up because we're about to have 2 event things on here also. Let's go ahead and do that. Slowly building. So this one is from here. Let's re-roll it. Yeah, let's get the influence. Fine. The grass, yeah, that was it, I think. 3 instability dice or minus 18 influence. Ugh. Boy, these suck. I don't want the instability right now. Man, those events are awful. Why do I keep getting these? Back when I was trying this out myself, like off stream to try to learn the mechanics to say, I got a lot of events for the faction that I had, and they weren't quite as like bad or worse, you know? So I think we're just getting unlucky. Right now, it's pretty much it. Bad or worse. Is there any flood that we need to think about right now? I mean, I guess we could do the flood there anyway. More part of the confusing part. A few things need to be explained. I really think so. It's a cool concept. You know, it's probably tough as well to be like, because I mean, if you are developing the game, you know everything in and out, you would think. And so it might be hard to like look from a distance and like trying to think like, okay, what's going to be confusing to people? And they might be like, oh, well, obviously that's not confusing, but they're too close to it, sort of thing. I wouldn't doubt things like that. So we have a little bit of a problem. We really need influence. But so far, like, this isn't worth getting influence. Because that's only going to give us 1 influence. Because this, we've used it already this cycle. And it's going to increase our event likelihood. And it's not going to pay for itself. I guess we'll just go ahead and get housing. Like, again, this is going to give us influence, but at what cost? I don't know. Okay. Can't use that one. But after you get over that first little like hump of trying to just understand what is going on with the game, it feels pretty good, and I can see it being like more and more complex. I mean, some of the buildings at like tier 4 and stuff were pretty crazy. Can't imagine past that. And almost back to another event. We're gonna just have to eat the instability dice at some point, I bet. All right, we're gonna keep trying to build that. Keep trying to build this. Keep hitting those for influence. It's silk, I guess. I'm gonna have to start expanding out the right side too. Good. We can finish that off. I need the influence. Okay. So now with the tea house done down here, we have a chance to start working on the ruster. Yeah, it costs influence to choose the option, and then the option itself is minus influence, which is rough. Or you can roll the dice. You don't have to pay anything. You can take a risk and roll the dice. I didn't have these guys appear on my first playthrough. The city has drawn the attention of a new off-world faction, Frame. Frame are a trading monopoly, controlling the majority of faster-than-light travel. Through the use of draft ships, maybe, or droughts? Depends on what the game means by it. Draught ships, we'll go with drought ships. With engines and cargo holds attached, the folds of space and time can be manipulated to travel nearly instantly between these stars. Guessing it's drought. Their favor adds 3 rerolls every cycle. Their penalty removes 3 rerolls. Oh man, I want to get on these guys' good side. That would be friggin' awesome. Okay, I was gonna say we don't really care about what the weather ends up being on that one, but it doesn't matter anyway. All right. Hang on a minute. What does this need to make? Just crystal or die? It's not in range. I was wrong. We can't build the ruster. I need one of these over there. Okay. And I bet you to make one of these over there, we can probably do it. Crystallizer. Not enough people. So... and that's at the limit. If this is made, maybe that allows us to make the crystallizer over there. Close. Close. Can you move it? You can destroy stuff. Let's see. We already have 2 turns in on this. I'll wait for now. When I destroyed stuff in the past, it gave me a warning that I'd get instability dice. Yeah, that just doesn't quite reach there. This one has no input. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that one didn't have any, so that doesn't matter. Okay. So let's put it down here. It doesn't cover the other ones up there. Is unfortunate. So we might end up having to just make another one up there sometime. I mean, yeah. Okay. Do you see something down from us? All right. That going. So we'll get that for the citizens in this direction. Although this is almost full of housing, isn't it? I wonder if eventually we'll just get rid of that landing pad. Back, you think? Welcome back. Alright. 50 stars would be an incredible boon for resources and civilization building. Yeah, I think that's an understatement, but yeah. Out of range. Again, weather's not really a big deal right now, so whatever. We'd already reached the next tier if it was for those 3 events in a row. We have way more people than we need for the next tier of buildings. All right, keep working on building this. And this. Silk. Daylight. Oh, we can also see if we're able to make the sun mirror up here now. Oh, we are. Sure. Go for it. Draft ship was right. Okay. Draft ship. Build. Hey, look at that. 3 at once. Good. 4. Use that one. that going again. I guess we'll take the housing. I'm building up there. What could this re-roll since weather is not a big deal? This is from down here. I can't roll a die. I could roll... Nah, that's fine. That's fine. Getting a little floody up there. A crystallizer is destroyed. Man. You know what? We have all of our rerolls. Let's try this. And weather doesn't matter right now, so let's do it. I'll take it. I think that was not what I would have said it landed on, but I'll take it. Easy. All right, no penalty. Okay, keep that going. All right, let's just try to work on getting those things built. Maybe saving our reroll. Man, making those guys happy and getting 3 more rerolls would be crazy. 7 rerolls, and we wouldn't have to be quite as afraid on these. More influence. We gotta get to 100 influence. So there are no more housing spaces for the landing pad. So what does it say if we destroy this? 3 instability dice. Well, I guess that's just gonna be there for now. Kinda sucks. Weather, whatever. A lot of weather. But these are all movements. It's not spawning new areas, so whatever. We don't care. For all we know, it could be helpful. Okay, it was not helpful. All right. Keep on working on building that. Keep on working on that one. And this new place. Has this reset? No. Salt and silk. I mean, this could roll silk, but it's not super likely to. Tea, you're already rolling that. Quiver. I guess we'll look for the silk. Rolls canvas, we can put it into the landing pad and keep expanding people up there. We might also need to start getting rid of that flooding that's close, right? Yeah, which we're already rolling stuff for that, so that's fine. You hold a weather die indefinitely to avoid it? That's an interesting question. I'm not sure if, like, at the end of a cycle, it'll take it from you, but yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't tried that. At the moment, I don't think it would make much sense to try it, but I might just try it at some point. Okay, we're gonna finally have the ruster done down there. What happens if we overbuild? Probably nothing, but build the sun thing. More housing. Don't care about the weather. Get to Warhammer numbers of dice. The most dice I saw rolled when I was playing was 10 handfuls of dice, which is quite a bit. At the start here, you can only get up to 6 dice rolls, but that's not necessarily the case for like weather and instability dice. Those go beyond that. Yeah, let's work on getting rid of some rust, hopefully. Keep working on building these. Okay. Only 2 influence. I don't want to get us closer to another of... Man, that really would, too. Oh my god, that place is almost done. We can finally see what the crap's going on there. I guess let's finally get rid of some of that flood. Yeah, kind of a crappy turn there. All right, 9 histability dice, or 3. Well, that sucks. Let's go for this, though. That's why I say... I've been saving my rerolls for. You guys will probably get to see instability dice at some stage. At the event, I think it's when a dice result has an event symbol, it is collected here. After 3 event symbols, an event will happen. Yeah, I don't know. Did I use one? Maybe. Rigged. I have to keep a closer eye on that, actually. I think you're right. I think I was specifically trying to avoid that. Can't use that one. Let's get rid of the rest of that flooding. Oh, these rolls kind of suck, huh? Yeah, so let's keep an eye on that. So I'm not rolling the canvas. Do we still get the event thing just from it being in my hand? Yep, that sucks. Wow, that does suck. Wait, die. So we might as well use them, yeah. I was misunderstanding that part too. Using unweighted die. That's right. Or digital die. Well, I guess that means we don't have to worry about holding on to those blue ones now. Trying to realize that a little bit earlier. Focusing on getting these things made. Didn't even think about that happening. So it's kind of its own rolling dice to have the event thing is kind of its own downside. I mean, it is its own downside. Hey, we get to remove our first bit of rust. Look at that. No, I don't mind. Yeah, I just I didn't notice. No worries. I was thinking the same thing, yeah. So I even said, like, oh, let's not play this one, so. And so this one's kind of rough then. Man, you got a 50% chance at getting an event. Wow. That one's even worse. But it needs those things, you know? Mirror die, root quiver. Roots. Man. Possible to get good effects. I've gotten a couple with the factions while I was testing this game out before I put it on stream, but apparently not today. Yeah, I don't know. But so far, all of them have been bad or worse. Yeah. Well, I still need to do the de-rusting, so here's what it is, I guess. We need to get to 100 influence so I can expand again. Is this reset? No, but that's okay. I guess we need to check on making another landing pad, actually. All right, our sun place is going to be done. More rust gone. Here comes an event. 12 agility dice? 3 weather dice. Holy crap. I have 4 rerolls. The weather dice doesn't really matter, but it still costs us 25 influence, which sucks. We have 4 chances to roll a 2 or a blank. Let's just do it, and if we roll a whatever we roll, oh well, and if we roll a 2 or a blank, we'll keep it. Tina Rita, 102 months. That's not real numbers. 102 months. Thank you for the resub. My very first subscriber is still here. It's crazy. Thank you. Up in just say hi. Started playing RimWorld a few weeks back. 150 hours in already. Unedited videos, very good background noise. Hey, my pleasure. Let me show you something really quick. Need like 850 more? Yeah. This is just a Google sheet. Yeah, thank you for letting me know, Royal Devil. If you go to that link, it's just a Google sheet, but YouTube is really bad about if you're trying to find a certain kind of playthrough. That lists all my RimWorld playthroughs, all the edits, all the VODs, all of it, and it's much easier to navigate and see what you want. You can even make a copy of the sheet if you wanted and like make them red once you've seen them or whatever. I know some people do that, but think about bookmarking that if you are wanting to try to find some stuff. But yeah, thank you for letting me know. Oh, whoops. For some reason, I was thinking there was another blink. We'd have to roll a 2 only. Rolling the 2 would save us 25 influence. Screw it. Let's do it anyway. Odds are not in our favor, but at least I'll be able to show what instability dice do. Go watch the vampire run, kid. Yeah, Kid Jimbo. Yeah, that's one of the good ones. Holy crap. Hey! Go for instability. Nice. Saved. All right. Excellent. We need another landing pad over here to get more citizens out. Freaking grass. Seems decent. We gotta get 100 influence. It's crazy how low we are in influence. Daylight. So this can produce daylight. Okay, let's do that. Mirror. Okay, that can do that. Gathering. We don't have whatever the crap that is yet. We need to keep making this thing. And then, do we worry about getting rid of more of that rust right now? Maybe not. Because the things right now that are giving us the ability to remove rust, mostly, like dye and root, are causing blue events. So maybe we just let mirrors hit it if it hits it. Otherwise, screw off right now on those events so we can get our influence up. Found me through the RimWorld YouTube shorts. Oh, really? Excellent. I was wondering if anyone found the streams through that. Kids Only Run. Kids Only Run is probably the original Sangophage Only Run and the Kid Only Run are probably my 2 favorite edited RimWorld playthroughs. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold on with doing any more of those blue events ones right now. Salt, huh? Okay. We still have the whatever weather, so. Right. Extra weather dies from the grass. You know, like, oh, that's a good. Yeah, that's an interesting point. Because with this weather, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. I have to remember that. In fact, we'll see if there's something else we're wanting to build out. Oh, what a sucky turn of rolls here. To continue building other things out from here, we need a furnace on this side, actually. What does that take? Yeah, that might be a good idea to go ahead and get this on this side. Let's go in there. This is called Amberspire. It's a new indie game that just came out today. It's a puzzle city building game that uses dice. It can look very confusing, especially in the beginning. If you go back to the beginning of the VOD on YouTube, beginning of this video, I do like a 10-minute kind of little tutorial thing for the basics of it. But the short is you have buildings that produce certain kinds of dice. Those dice have 6 sides. Each side has a different resource or bad thing on it. And then you use those to build, expand, make new things. There are events and weather and but yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Makes metal, scrap, and weather. This one needs metal and scrap to be. So if we want another crystallizer in this direction, we're gonna have to get the furnace. Air and crystal. Yeah, okay. I guess we'll do it. I don't know. Is there combat? Not that I'm aware of, not really. Is it more SimCity? Not really that either. More like I don't know, like a puzzle board game sort of thing. Yeah, it's pretty unique. At least I haven't really played things that are exactly like it. All right, let's see. So we can start building that. And then these aren't really doing us any good right now. That's a tough category. Multiplayer? No, this is a turn-based puzzle game. No multiplayer. I don't think multiplayer could work in this. All right, here's all of our weather die. It doesn't really matter what these roll because we're currently in weather that doesn't really matter. So, whatever. But I think I'll be back to Wall of Flesh. I'm not sure. I was actually thinking about that earlier this week and talking to Modwipe about it. Like strong solo board game kind of vibes, yeah. Hang on a minute. That looked like occasionally the rust can make a hole. Maybe there was already a hole there. All right, weather changes storm. Okay. So, still not great, but not as bad as the other one. Okay, we want to try to build this. Still working on trying to build that. I'm gonna try to de-rust. We still want the daylight from here. Mirror from here. I guess that's about it right now. You might love it. Yeah, it's been fun. Also, for anyone that's wasn't here, if you wanted to see the conclusion of Baby Steps, I beat Baby Steps. I conquered the Man Breaker, and I beat Baby Steps earlier. Really liked Baby Steps. Had a lot of fun with it. It was way more fun than I thought. We really need influence. Looks like I'm gonna need a cistern now. Hey, we can finally get this done and see what that feels like. Question is about like Game of Life. Game of Life. We used to play that quite a bit. Flood move, flood move, flood grow, rust move. So 4 of those are kind of whatever. 2 of them are potentially bad. I'm gonna save the rerolls for these events, I think. Hopefully we get some events for these guys soon. All right. So Buildings constructed within 5 distance get +3 resident range. Okay. If we go down to the landing pad, does that mean we can build it further out? Yep, that's what it means. At the moment, there's grass there, so we get extra weather. We don't have whatever building gets rid of grass yet, but that will be handy in the future. It's just, the moment it's not doing us much good. That's interesting. You're watching the peanut butter. Screw you, Jim! Have you made it to the gym part? Actually, though? No spoilers. Have you made it to the next conversation with Jim? The conversation at the top of the man breaker? Trying to be vague. Oh, okay. Faster to the victory. Quiver and gathering. We don't have those. Daylight. Tea is back up. Okay, we'll risk some tea, hopefully. We're gonna get an event from that though. Daylight. Do we need another one of these down there? I'm not sure we could build it. Where was that one? Sun mirror. Yeah, we're gonna need a cistern down there, huh? Because the one up here can't reach this flood. Okay. So the cistern takes metal, salt, scrap, or dust to build. So it looks like we need it in range of this here. Alright. Alright. We're gonna need a cistern on this side too, huh? You should have kept watching. Listen, I might not be the world first person to make it to the top of the man breaker, but I'm probably the first person to do what I did right after, on purpose. Let's get rid of this down here, that flood. Get rid of that rust. Influence. More rust deletion. Hang on. Let me get that back here. No, it's fine. Nice. Did we make it? We're at 86. Ugh. Okay. Keep working on building these. Daylight or tea? We're gonna try for the tea again. Canvas is still under, so don't care about that one. Don't want that. Daylight still gives 9 influence, and we have a really good chance of hitting daylight, so we'll do that. We're gonna need more of these crystallizers over here, but I can't build one yet until this is done. I mean, I could... No, I can't. Alright. Weather's still not, like, super bad. Which of these should we build first? I guess we should build the furnace first. Not a lot of rust that'll even hit, so we'll just get the influence. Is that really? No, it's okay. It actually does reach out there, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. Yeah, that canvas kind of sucks, huh? Inspector, screw you, Jim. They were the 64 months. Did you watch it, Inspector? Inspector, they were the 64 months. Let's play this. Definitely different, complex to sort out. I think it makes sense for the most part, seeing me approach it. Yeah, and like I said, I'm probably not playing it optimally, but I feel like once you understand what the game is wanting out of you, like expanding in directions and getting buildings, you know, to extend this stuff and combat the bad dice and stuff, you can figure it out from there. Last you've ever been, including when you completed the Darkest Dungeon run. Well, at the end of the Darkest Dungeon run, I wasn't very loud at all because I felt like I was about to cry. That was a long ordeal with that. But yeah, you're not wrong. Let's re-roll this to daylight. Oh, that sucks. It's not daylight at all. Oh, no daylight at all. Let's try again. Okay, there we go. I went from screw you, Jim, to Jim. I wonder if anyone thought I was going to do that. If anyone had an inkling that I would do that. Someone jokingly was like, now take the stairs back down. I'm not sure they believed I was going to jump. One off. Okay. So rude to Jim. This is the end of the cycle, so let's see. This is flood move. We could roll worse than that, so let's not worry about it. This residence is being used to make the furnace, yeah. Alright. Well, keep working on that. So, Inspector, are you gonna watch... No spoilers to anyone, please. I know this is an ancient movie now. Are you gonna watch Tombstone, or is that your next one? I saw that recommendation in Discord. Tombstone was a very good movie. It still stands up. I'm not a fan of Westerns, but there's a couple Westerns that are really good. Tombstone is really good. So curious. It really is good. I think you'll like it. Another really good Western that is from that same-ish movie period is Unforgiven. Unforgiven is good as well. Again, no spoilers at all. I'm not even going to say anything close to a spoiler. Just it's good. Tombstone is very good. White Earp is not quite as good, but it's in that same people and whatnot. Unforgiven is also really good, but it's pretty crazy movie. Pale Rider, forgot about that one. Unforgiven, yeah, Unforgiven's crazy. Watch it, enter, buy, rent it. May even screenshot Quasar's comment for the video. I'm guessing I know what his medical question is, or at least in what. About what topic it is, yeah. I'm not gonna say it, but so daylight would only give 5 now. Mirror still gives 10, so that's good. We only need 1 point, so like maybe we're okay with it. Daylight, T, mirror, not gonna worry about that one. Does this one reach? Where is it? Oh, it doesn't reach into the current flood, so no reason to use that one. We really need to get this stuff over here built. Well, this guy on Discord. Deadwood, I haven't watched that one. Not a movie, but a series. I know of it, but I never watched that one. Another Western that I watched quite a bit when I was young Not necessarily because I wanted to. Like my mom had it on all the time. Was Lonesome Dove, and Lonesome Dove is still good, but it's a mini series and it's a long mini series. It's like 6 movies or something. It's. I think Lonesome Dove is probably a really good representation of like some true like Western American stuff during that period. That's good too. Deadwood's great. Yeah, I haven't seen that one. Is a new RimWorld DLC coming out this summer? Well, historically, RimWorld DLCs have been on average 15 months apart. So if the next one is 15 months apart, we wouldn't see it until very end of the year. If there is a next one and it aligns the same as all the previous one, yeah, it'd be end of the year at the soonest. All right, so that is going to be built. Nice. Maybe roll dust again. Get rid of that. Oh my god, are we gonna actually get to the next tier? We would have been there ages ago. What are these negative events? All right, let's do it. Hooray! Ascend. The city is now Ascendant. The city joins a community of settlements, wisps of activity on the churning galactic sea. Maybe now we'll start getting these. Oh boy, we've unlocked a bunch of new buildings. Let's check these out. Habitats. Habitats to build take mirror, root, or glow. We don't have glow yet. Removes grass terrain, but you have to spend void, ritual, starlight, or glow to remove grass. Don't have anything that produces that yet. The observatory takes mirror, crystal, or bearings to make. Look at that, a 3 out of 6 event roller there. Does roll starlight, daylight, and weather. And this does use starlight, so those kind of go together. Need a peanut butter emote. Yeah, maybe. If I play more games like that, yeah. The distillery to build earth root, rich, okay. Distillery makes quivers, dye, wax, salt, and weather. Man, that's kind of rough too. Is like 4 out of 6 there are potential negatives. Okay. Forts. 32 residents with 7 distance and 6 points of resources. Silk quiver, glow, and gathering to make it. Oh, it's a new kind of market. Brick, scrap, crystal, and bearing, glow, and antimatter. Jesus. Those moments have to do with peanut butter, to be honest. Oh, really? So, when I think it originated with speedrunning, basically when you have a new record for yourself, it's personal best, and it's shortened to PB. But also PB and J is peanut butter. So PB. So new record for yourself, personal best, PB, peanut butter. Armorer. Salt canvas ritual to make. Produces silk, scrap, metal, bearings. Okay. Chapel. 4 out of 6 are event dice. And does produce ritual and music. Okay. So we need a lot of influence. So the fort is going to be a really important one. It can use brick, scrap, glow, crystal. Man, that's pretty crazy. So bricks can come from here. Furnace. So this trio feeds into the fort pretty friggin' well. And then bearing, glow, antimatter from new things. That was it. Yeah, right. Text vet. I gotta tell you, Modwife looked up afterwards, and there's something like in addition to the story route and what I saw, there's almost 2 more hours of cutscenes in the game that we didn't see from little areas. I don't know if any of those cutscenes explain more of the game, but yeah, there's quite a few areas that I didn't go to, so I wouldn't mind coming back to the game and trying it out. Oh man, we could already put that there. That's nice. What does it take to build? What does it take to build it? Silk quiver, glow, and gathering. So we'd have to roll a 1 in 6 silk to start building it. And that's only 2 points. Yeah, that sucks. So if we want to build it faster, gathering would be good, which is chapel. Chapel takes dye, silk, tea. We can build that very easily. Do I know about the other gym? No, I have no idea. Like I said, I think I might come back and play it more. Watching my map at the end was pretty insane. I had a lot of fun. I took my time with it. I mean, not intentionally on the mountain or anything like that, but I did enjoy it. Okay, let's get the chapel. Hey, let's see. Can I still get the chapel there or not? Crap. Oh, the chapel reaches. Huh. I think it reaches. Wait a minute. Yeah, thank you. An alternate secret ending. Oh boy. Yeah, I'm telling you, I would like to play it more. I probably will at some point. It might have to wait till the streamathon, honestly, but we'll see. Tempting to play it tomorrow. I probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, probably shouldn't do that. Okay. It's very far away and also not 4 months away. Someone mentioned that earlier. 4 months away. Like literally to the day, about 4 months. They usually start at that first weekend after the 1st of September. So for the chapel, we need dye, silk, or tea. Let's re-roll this one. Sucks. Is that between end and start of next streamathon yet, right? No. Oh, come on. I'm gonna screw myself these re-rolls now, trying to get tea. I already got it, but at what cost? At what cost? Well, we're about to get another event, and I don't have re-rolls this time, so we're just gonna have to eat whatever it is, and we don't have influence, so this is gonna probably be bad. Playthrough after watch stream, got halfway up the Manbreaker to the pizza box, maybe. Oh, that's even further than halfway, and said nope. The halfway point, Herbert, is that wooden section where you talk to Mike. So you were a bit past that. Oh, what the crap? I haven't seen this one either. The city has drawn the attention of a new off-world faction, the Coral Monarch. So what was the hardest part up until that, that you did, Herbert? Was it the sand, the interior of the sand castle, the sand cave? In the vast and immeasurable distance between stars resides a monolithic organism known as the Coral Monarch. Few details exist about the creature itself, save for the legions of courtiers it sends to populated stars in the galaxy. What is known is it commands material wealth that few star empires have even dreamed of. Their favor gives the city 5 influence every event result on a die. Huh. Their penalty costs the city 5 influence. That one's not as strong, seemingly. Have I ever watched Roddy cast StarCraft? Yeah, a lot of times. At what cost, yeah. I can hear his voice in my head. Chorp. 40-minute return time. The hardest thing for you in the entire game, aside from messing with the rest of the Manbreaker, climbing wall. Yeah, I don't know what that one. I don't know what that one is. I haven't come across that one. There's so much I didn't go to. But it's an enjoyable game. And I want to stress that if you are just going from point A, the beginning, to point B, the ending, and you don't do any side stuff in that game, like, it's really forgiving for that game type. Very forgiving. All right. Well, we're gonna keep trying to make that. And keep trying to make this. We could roll one more dice. Daylight's only at a 1. Man, that gathering. Oh, I don't actually know if that's gonna reach this building. If it does, that'd be really nice because it also has gathering. Man, I didn't even think about that. Having all 6 of those around it would be pretty awesome. The developer commentary over the speedrun. Yeah, I'll have to check that out too. Climbing gym, decided you wanted to climb it. It was a mistake. That's almost full. We're gonna have to have a landing pad over here sometime, I think. So we could finish that. Which side is more important we build it on? I really need this done. That sucks. I guess we'll get housing. I have no rerolls, so. You never saw Box Hell? So you went up the stairs, you called Jim Lord, or did you quit the game after trying to manbreaker? Did you see my clip of Jim at the top? You called him Lord of the Stairs. Prepare to wait forever for your pretzels. How long is forever? I won't be ordering pretzels because I don't like crunchy pretzels. I like soft pretzels, but those, let's be honest, are just salty bread. You ordered on my birthday. Oh, I didn't know you ordered them for me. Well, tell them to cancel. Soft baked. There we go. Crunchy pretzels? No, thanks. Again, I guess I'm okay with getting daylight, even though it's only a 2. Odds are pretty much in our favor. You could crunch them up. It's up to you. Oh man, I usually don't get things like this because I'll eat it, right? Just like candy. But my daughter has been eating this dill pickle dip from Costco that she loves because she's a pickle fanatic, like you guys know. And when I went there yesterday to get her some more of it, she was with me and she's like, you can eat it. And I was like, no, I'm going to look though. Let me see what there is. And I got this pineapple habanero dip. It is really good. It's really good. I'd be careful. That stuff is pretty good. I've tried it on tortilla chip, which wasn't as good. I've tried it on Ruffles, which is good. It would even be good on like a bagel or something. You're like, it's good. Yeah, it's really good. It's not too spicy. Mango habanero. Yeah, mango habanero is the common combo, but this pineapple habanero. Did I say mango at first? Pineapple habanero. No, you said 2. Okay. Sweet and spicy mustard. Soft pretzel. Oh, okay, good. Good, got that made. Can't re-roll. Oh, we can re-roll. Which weather do we have? One move, okay. Fresh baked pretzel now. God, and when we lived in Washington, in Olympia, there was this little, like, coffee place. There's a billion of them there. Right down the road, and they also sold soft pretzels that were stuffed. You get them stuffed with cream cheese, like hot melted cream cheese, or You know, they had like nacho cheese ones or something too, but screw those ones. So good. It's like big, soft, baked pretzels with cinnamon sugar on them and filled with sweet cream cheese. Name, it was 6 monies, 6 standard, 6 sticks, and a bunch of bites. Some other shapes. I guess we'll save our reroll. Like some pineapple habanero too. Yeah, it's really good. I think it'd be good, like I said, on like a bagel or like Ritz crackers too. It seems like it'd be good. Stomach just growled at the talk of this dip. All right, an event. Okay. Here we go. So the coral people. Oh my god. I can't. Wait, what happens? Does that only cost us 7 or do we go negative? Oh. Oh, you can't even roll 3. That's unfortunate. Let's see what happens. Oh, yes. Okay, good. Maybe. Okay. I'll take it. At least not bad. Combination of habanero and sweet sauce keeps you hooked too. Yeah, it's good. And it's not overly spicy. And what's interesting about this sauce or this dip that I got from Costco is it's the right combination where the spice doesn't like stay with you. I think that's because of like the cream cheese, right? But I was pretty surprised. Like it's spicy while you're eating it, and most things like that linger for quite a while, especially with like habanero or spicier. But it just like it was just gone the spicy thing in like 5 minutes. Good. About ready to go. Get some more of that right now. Salt, metal, earth, daylight. Is this reset yet? I think it's not gonna reset until we get let's see, Ascendant resources. Recovery 1. I got it. When you trade one, you get -5 on it, and then it recovers +1 per cycle. I'm not sure what the multiplier X is. Like, wonder what happens when we fill it all in. Does it reset sooner? It's pretzel stew, pretzel with honey and butter. Super good. I'm not sure what we're eating tonight. Stomach's growling though. It's wondering. I think this is fine. 2 more weather. Weather might be rough this time. Hey, we got that finished. Good. Let's get this one done. Oh man, we're finishing 3 buildings on 1 turn. Look at us. Look at us. Jalapeno cheese, that's good. About food and chat unless you have enough to share. At midnight, getting hungry again, yeah. How's the new place treating you now that you've been moved in there for a little bit? It's been a few weeks now, right? Or are you still waiting to actually do the move in? Silk. Oh. Are you serious? That doesn't reach. How is that possible? I built the wrong one. Which one was it? I don't think we have a gather. I for some reason in my head, ritual was gather. Now, yeah. So what the crap are we gonna use ritual and music for up here? Whatever it is, I guess we have nothing for it right now, so we'll have to make another building for that one. Whoops. Way too intense. Even the 21 months. Thank you, way too intense. Very much appreciated. All right, let's go back through the new buildings. Hang on. Chapel make ritual crystal music. Okay. Armor makes bearing. Silk and scrap with an event. Starlight, daylight. Distillery has quiver and takes ritual to build. Oh, that takes a lot of people. We gotta get more. Yeah, we gotta get more people over there. Seven because of that. Friggin' grass, man. Okay. We're gonna have to get rid of rust over there too. Peanut butter emote win? Yeah, someone else is asking about that. Maybe. Oh, yours is until July. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you had already moved in or not. I'm gonna take that risk. Probably shouldn't, but I'm going to. Chocolate pudding with peanut butter. Ben & Jerry's fish food. Fish food is good. I like Chunky Monkey. Chunky Monkey fan. So we'll just take that 2 influence. Wow, what a sucky roll this was. Holy crap. Teen side pudding, that's overprocessed. It doesn't even count as a snack. I really shouldn't have tried to get crystal out of that. Now I might have wasted. I need to save them. Man, this is a sucky turn. Drink who likes mint ice cream. Ah, toothpaste fan, I see. Mint's okay if there's a lot of chocolate. Ship it. Oh, I'm actually done with the sponsor, but I'm gonna keep playing. I want to see the next tier. What do we need for the next tier? 175 influence. Metal. Brick. Crystal. Not that one. We try for the silk here. It's a 1 in 6 trying for the silk, but we have nothing else to make this, so I don't know. Let's just get rid of that. Things, mint sweets, mint ice cream, mint sauce, mint. Minty alcohol. Right, we want another crystal place so we can build in this direction. Especially is that game better than RimWorld? Yep. I'm just going to start saying yes now because people ask that every stream. So yes, yes, it is. Yep. Now on, I'm just always going to answer yes to that question. Okay, we start getting some popular. I wonder why it's showing that I can put there again. I'm not sure. You hate cilantro? My wife hates cilantro, but she doesn't. So mod wife. She doesn't taste it as have the like soap gene, but she just still doesn't like it. And no luck with that, huh? Where can I attain this RimWorld mod? It's on my OnlyFans, Expedition OF. Sponsor's over, right? Yeah, okay. Finally found a game better than RimWorld. It's hard not to find one better than RimWorld. It's crazy. It's got a pandemic. Yeah, I'm not gonna try that still. I gotta get rid of some of this flood, so. Man. We need another furnace on this side, another kiln. Okay, we can do that actually. I thought that was gonna be harder to put down than it was. The soap gene accidentally discussed it with food a few months ago. Very polite about it. This tastes weird. Greedfall. Through no fault of my own, the developer and publisher of Greedfall have closed down their company. I take no joy in this. I really don't. Some people liked that game. Oh, these are coming along slowly. What's behind all that? I guess they just didn't make their games didn't make enough money. Crazy to have these massive releases supposedly with 9.7s on all the review places and great reviews, but for some reason it doesn't seem like anyone was playing them. Game sucked, but job loss is sad. Yeah, right. No, don't use that one. Almost screwed that up again. Get that made. Time to work on this. We need population over there, so I guess we have to do that. Yeah, screw it. Straight behind me in Greedfall. It's just not. So my Greedfall playthrough's up on YouTube. First day of the game, like, yeah, it's pretty good. Maybe like 7.5. Second or third stream of the game, yeah, it's got a little problem. Maybe like a 6, still pretty decent. By the end of the game, I was giving it like a 1. Time exclamation Greedfall. I played Black and White, I have not. Real Terraria on purely 2D games. Reasons that are spoilers. It is a weird thing sometimes when people... It happened not long ago. Just Inspector saw. I posted a screenshot of it in the team channel. Where people will get like upset that RimWorld's not my favorite game ever or something. Like, you're a fraud. It's like, I've never said RimWorld. RimWorld's a good game. I like RimWorld. Have fun with it. But it's never been my favorite game of all time. And our rolls to build this over here are just not landing. We need metal and brick, which should be pretty friggin' easy. It's a 2 of 6 for those, but we're just not hitting it. You work for a living? How dare you? Yeah, that was another one. I saw the other side of that here earlier, by the way. I don't know if they're still around. I know it's not their fault. But, yeah, sure. They were just doing it only for the love of it. Gotta be careful, but you know what I'm talking about. More weather. Yeah, there's that. I didn't write that, by the way. Someone wrote that after I played the game. That's what the custom command means. Thumb down. Weather changes: seeding, grass movement, rust movement, flood movement. So all these are structure loss. No. Oh, weather? That's just you lose a building? Coasting off her old oil money. Just you, man. The Baron. The Baron. I'm just kidding, obviously. Yeah, we need to start removing that, so. Oof. Old oil money problem is yours mostly sunflower. Oh, these rolls really suck. And we definitely don't want weather rolls, so I'm gonna re-roll this one. Whoops. Okay, we got off the weather there. Good. So that's gonna be built. This is likely to also roll off weather. Okay. All right, good. We can get rid of some of the flood. Like the Halo flood? God, I hope not. Okay. Good-ish. All right. Boy, that sucks right there. So we need some population on that side. I might get it. It also might screw us over. So we need to build this. So we need to get rid of more flood. This has double chance at weather, so let's not do that during this extra bad weather. So once we have population over here, quiver, huh? Yeah, we just don't have enough people over there yet. That doesn't reach the... does this rust thing reach up there? No, we're gonna have to have a de-ruster up here somewhere. 7 weather tiles from that? Ugh. It's friggin' grass. Void Ritual Starlight Glow removes grass terrain tiles. Mugenics karaoke debut win. From karaoke videos, are they? Probably never. Yeah, I can't really put that over there right now too, but man, that we're gonna have to wait for better weather to put that down, because the weather is possible. Has possibility to destroy buildings, so yeah, gotta wait on all that. Silk, quiver, glow. As quiver, silk, bearing. Yeah, I guess we just gotta wait. Got some bricks. All right, we can get some more housing on any of these sides. We need it over here, I guess, right? Canvas for even more housing. What was this? Oh, furnace. Yeah, we'll build that. Or kiln, rather. And where is this gonna build? I guess it opened over here some. Reroll the weather, I suppose. Haxed, thank you for the 10 months. You made some double digits. Thank you, Haxed. Now I'll start working on triple. That triple digit resub earlier. Haxed. One more blue die, and we have an event. We need to get to 175 influence. Ugh. All this friggin' flood down here too. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that one right now. Has a chance. It has a double chance at weather. I guess we won't do that one right now either, but we're guaranteed one weather each cycle. I can't do anything about that. Has this reset a little bit? Daylight's up at a 4. Mirror's at an 8, all right. Sunlight at a 4, but we have a good chance of hitting it, so whatever. Let's see if we have the population to put that habitat down. So if we build that there, it's going to take a while to build it. Only roots would build it right there. That's not great. Those are event things. And then it would need void, ritual, starlight, glow. We have none of that down there. We have the ritual up here. So if we make the habitat, it needs to be in range of that building. So we need more population here then. So we'll run those two, even though they're event tiles. This is what it is. Jimmy, I think we could put you in the bottom right of the screen. Let's see. My mouse battery is getting low. There we go. Jimmy, you're ginormous and right behind me. Hey, Ike Machine is giving away the cold members of chat. If you have not won a fleece hoodie and you would like to win, type !enter in Twitch chat. Come out of lurking, come over from YouTube chat if you want. Only enter if you haven't won a fleece hoodie. If you want a fleece hoodie, please refrain. But even if you're new to the channel, !enter for a chance to win a fleece hoodie. Only if you haven't won one of these. These are not inexpensive gifts. Thank you, Ike Machine. You would think they were by how many Ike Machines given away. He's clothed your entire family. Thank you, Ike Machine. Again, please only enter if you have not won. If you won something else, feel free to enter. But if you've already won a fleece hoodie, please refrain. I can't reroll it anyways, doesn't matter. Boy, oh boy, this sucks. All right. But I bought one. We're one right now. I'm glad. In Florida. Jeez, what's your thermostat on? Ran yours also. I don't see who does it or anything like that, but someone the other day when I was offline, I got a notification that said that someone bought 4 hoodies. I was like, whoa, awesome. I don't know if you're there, you'll ever hear this, but whoever you are, I appreciate that. Hopefully you like them. That's mainly what I hope. I just hope you'll like them. Oh, here's some Ike Machine. Second one, it's not only your wife gets to enjoy it. They're really cozy. I'm wearing the heavy one today, though. A ruster is destroyed. Strength -1, strength -2. So if these guys are upset, we lose 3 rerolls. Ugh. And the winner is Evolution J. Evolution J, congrats. Go to that link. Make sure you go to that link. Redeem your hoodie. You have a little bit of time if you need to decide on size or color or anything like that. Jimmy, are you getting up and leaving now that the camera's on you? Ike Machine, thank you again. Always appreciated. Wow, it's strength my ruster is destroyed. All right. Oh, and a building is destroyed. What? No, that was an entire section, yeah. Oof. Our entire platform. So we gotta get the Ruster back. The good news is we could move it over a little bit, but it's not gonna... Still not gonna reach up there. I mean, if we put it here... It'd be really hard to build. Dust crystal dye. We could only build through... Yeah, that's not good. Mirror dye route. I guess we'll just put it basically back where it was. Maybe over a little bit, then it can reach some of that up there. Gotta rebuild this now. Dust crystal dye. That's a 1 in 6. Crystal. Yeah, let's not worry about the 1 in 6. Metal earth, salt, daylight. Okay. We still want to expand the population up here. I mean, we could check this. We actually did get quite a bit in here. Oh man, we could make it, but +7 weather tiles with a chance to destroy the floor. We need to just wait. We need to wait on a better weather cycle than this. Oh my god, I didn't realize it. Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. That's the instability dice from the event. Okay. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. Sucks though. Whoops. Whoops. It's okay. Yeah, whatever. Another event and another weather. Okay, 6 influence. -3 flooding down there. 3 influence. Going Gloam, welcome back. I saw another game that was kind of similar graphic style to this too. That was a more active city builder, like a real-time one. I can't remember the name of that one. Do like the style though. Kind of cool that they've had these fade in and out when you zoom in. +12 housing, okay. Yeah, nothing we can do about this. Yeah. The rust. Okay, keep working on trying to build this again. Oh man. Grass removal. That gives us 1 weather dye. There gives none. Okay. All right. Root for growing. Okay. Sable had some artwork. It's good style too. Sable doesn't ring a bell to me. Sable. Not sure if I've seen it or not. Try to get rid of some more flood. How much more roll? How many more rolls till we're in a new season? 2 more rounds. Not great. Another event roll, I guess, soon. Jimmy. Okay, we'll get a weather change after this. Hopefully it's a better cycle than the 6th moon. This one kind of sucks. If we end up rolling... blue on this, then we're gonna have another event. Me staring into you, into your souls. You're on Twitch anyway. There's some flooding. Flooding. A 1. We rolled dust. It's a rare roll too. It's a 1 in 6. I guess you call it rare. Cats are really digging the new chair. Yeah, I know. They've used it way more than my wife. Expensive cat chair. Structure loss. Structure loss. Resident. Okay. Oh no, 3 structure loss. No. Okay, residence loss. That's a little bit better. Come on. No. Great. So I went from 2 losses to 3, but we also get to lose another house, so that's good. When you roll L, yeah, that sucks. Oh well, this is what it is. Let's go math champ. Lay it where it lies. No, don't use that one yet. Six moon, grass move, rust move, structure loss. Yeah, well, that sucks. Come on, moon, get out of here. I think it's going to be there for 3 cycles, though, right? So let's not overplay the dice here. I probably should have... Oh, well. I don't know. 2 influence. Oh, boy. 2 influence. Wow. Get rid of some more flood on that side. More weather. We'll keep the 4 rerolls so I can screw myself over at the end of this cycle as well. Alright. Someday we'll be able to build this. I need dust or crystal. So like a 50% chance to roll one of those, just not rolling it. Mirror +2. Root is a +2. Have an okay chance of doing that. Yeah, I guess we'll do it. Not sure I should, but I'm going to. Two weather. Dice are just not on our side anymore. So let's re-roll this one. Okay, we got the crystal. Yeah, re-roll that weather one. Better re-roll them here, right? Even if we don't use the stuff for it. And this one I won't. Got an event pretty soon. I mean, the very next blue die we get, whether it's used or not, we get another event. All the events have been rough so far. Alright, keep working on this. And this. And cleaning up some more of that flooding, hopefully. Other weather. Hey, 10 influence. That's at least good. 1 influence. Expand housing. Get rid of some more flood. Yeah, screw it. We'll re-roll it. Decided upon, don't recall. I reached out to Strange Days, and they did decide on their charity run, and I'm only allowed 1 of every xenotype. I said whatever else other than that is fine, but they want just 1 of each xenotype, so we can only have 1 baseliner and 1 of each of the other ones. They said I could even have a custom one in there, like if I wanted 1 melee god, we could do that. I'm not sure if I'll do that or not. Haven't fleshed it out entirely. Modded? I mean, probably not. Unmodded, yeah. 1 melee god could be good though. He did say if we can make custom genes, so maybe we'll just do custom genes as 1 of the characters, so we can have the community freak that we work on their genes or something. Is that a challenge or something? No, I mean, it could end up being challenging, but Cakewalker get finished off. Yep, finished the whole game, including the Manbreaker. Actually, Manbreaker if you want to see the conclusion of that part. Grass move and flood move. Yeah, okay. Oof. You watch it after? It's good. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'll probably play some more. Not today, but. And that grass being moved is real frustrating, actually. Count as a baseliner? They do not. You mean for this run? I haven't fleshed out the run, so I don't know if it will on that run. Relatively low pawn count overall, probably, yeah. And the thing is, like, imagine we have an okay waster and then we get a better waster. We have to decide whether we like kill off our current waster to get the opportunity at the other one or not. So could be some potential there. Might need to start building grass removal on this side too. Do I reroll T trying to hit root? No, we're gonna have the event either way. Do the cat girls, the lasers as a charity run. Yeah, I don't know if that actually exists. I joke about it all the time, but I don't actually know. There's some flood. Flood. We're gonna need grass and fog. We're gonna need rust removal over here too, but that's not gonna be good. Because then it's gonna need, well, they can produce mirror. Yeah, I guess we gotta get one started over here. Like, we have to have one. This is gonna be closing in on us. Oh man. Oh no, if that spot hadn't got deleted, we could have doubled up. Oh well. Oh well. 12 base unitize, including baseliner, the potential for a couple more from the work in progress genetic freak and melee god if we do that. Yeah. Not sure what else to do with it though. Like, I'm not sure what ending or anything like that, because it was pretty much just Strange Day was like, yeah, I think that's a good idea, and just take that and do whatever you want with it. So let him ballsy. Get all the xenotypes to live in harmony. Oh god, pigskin. You just remind me from pigskin. Disposition +2. What was the bonus for these guys? These guys were the ones where you could hold more dice. Okay, roll it. That one's not too bad. Hey, disposition +2. Oh my god, a positive event. Wow. Our first one in this whole playthrough. A Christmas miracle. Xenotype space station with a arboretum and a space zoo. Maybe. I mean, I don't mind talking about it and shoot ideas. Well, I'll have a like a place in Discord to eventually figure it out. I'm sorry, it's about halfway through the current edit. We got a little bit of time to flesh it out. Daylight's up to a 7. Daylight down here would be nice. T. Each time you get a new pawn in the xenotype, the old one has to die or leave. Yeah, that would really suck. People to visit like Rick and Morty. Like the old pawn, they get banished with spare gear. They die for adaption. I mean, it isn't every time we see a new one, right? So we would still get the option anyway. If you mean every time we see a new one, then we would constantly have to get rid of because of raids, right? But you mean if like one wants to join or something, for instance, maybe? Perfect team of raiders with the xenotypes. A hodgepodge team of mercenaries. Hired for what? Maybe it's the A team. I doubt this is gonna be the A team, actually. Man, I cannot get that built over there. We've got different things to build on all these sides. I just can't roll them. C team. What? You roll the friggin' dust? Come on. Hey, mandatory to accept the charity quests. Ugh. Why? Well, I'm too deep now. Oh, okay. There we go. It still sucks, though. I used all my friggin' rerolls on 7 influence. Oops. All weather. Coins must be accepted and put straight into the gladiator pit regardless of traits. Can't craft weapon or gear. We did that with the here's an interesting idea. This would be tough. That made me think. We did a waster run where I could only have things for the colony that was scavenged by us. But what if each of the xenotypes follows the rule of the previous run they were in? So the pigskin can only use explosives. The imp can only use fire weapons. That would be awful. Oh man, that would be rough. The high mate can have a ghoul, you know. Oof. It's terrible. I love it. I think I like that idea. The Neanderthal can only be nomadic. The Neanderthal would have to use melee. The ghoul mate. Yeah. Waster wouldn't use anything that... They would have their own clothing rule. They couldn't use anything that we crafted. What else? Hussar would be friggin' awesome, actually. Genie, Starjack, all those would be able to use good weapons. Baseline would be able to. Sanglephage would be able to. Yeah. Dirt Mole. Oh no, Dirt Mole was miniguns. Oh. Ew. Yeah, it might be an interesting idea, though. A single minigun. Thematically appropriate weapon. Instead of the all-star run. Iggy Machine, another giveaway. Supporting the Xenotype run rules for the next RimWorld playthrough. Give it 3 of the heavy hoodies. Holy crap. Guys, if you have not won one of the heavy hoodies, now's your chance. Come into Twitch chat, exclamation enter. If you haven't won one of these before, if you've won anything else, by all means, enter that. But Iggy Machine likes that idea. Your collection will be complete. Exclamation enter in Twitch chat. Got about 2 minutes. Please only enter if you haven't won a heavy hoodie. These are not inexpensive, believe it or not, to be given away. Exclamation enter. Good day, yeah. Hey, Dipsy, only enter if you haven't won one of these. The giveaway, it's free. If YouTube wants to come over, you can come over and enter. You're a part of the community also. It's just unfortunate that the merch provider doesn't have a YouTube interface for entering yet, so. Oh my god, a little bit of building down there. Dr. Slurm! Give me the 5 gift subs. Thank you, Dr. Slurm. You won one previously. They're really nice hoodies. I'm glad you like them. Yeah, I think both kinds are really nice for different reasons. But I mean, people remember the hoodies were originally supposed to be out like before Christmas, and I just kept testing more kinds, not quite happy with all of them, and I probably tried 12 different brands of hoodies and narrowed it down to 2, and my wife was like, just sell 2 different ones. The comfy fleece hoodie, it's the same as the shirts. It's Bella Fleece. Oh, Jimmy's getting up. The heavy hoodies are Independent Trading Company, and the fleece ones are Bella Fleece. And the winners are Bar, Beer, Ringar, and Jonathan74026. Congratulations to the 3 of you. Go to that link, adamverseverything.com/redeem. You got some time. If you need some time to think of which color and size that you want. If you have any questions, let me know. I tried to type all the information as best as I could in the little blip about it. Grass move? Yeah, that's fine. Let me know. Thank you, Iggy Machine. It does sound like a pretty interesting run. I gotta make sure that I don't make the parameters too long. Like, I don't want to take 2 months to play through the run, even if it's fun. So I'm not sure which ending we would do. It's also been a while since I did a mountain base. Could do a mountain base in that one. Haven't done that quite a bit. What was the last mountain base run, actually? Synergy is the one I was thinking of. Yeah. Yep. Similar style and also a different... It's like a base building, but it's more... It's real time. Yeah, that's the one I believe. Yeah, that was a cool game too. Can I please get this made? Please. Things are encroaching. Maybe I should get another buildable down. I mean, I can't really. We can build this way. Hang on. We need to build that way. That's getting filled up. Oh man, did I already build too much there? Hang on. Brick or dust? Uh-oh. I have to wrap around. You mentioned near the start of the stream that is leaving EA soon. Starhaven, yeah. I'm gonna play that at some point. It's gonna hit 1.0 in early May. It's like FTL and RimWorld kind of had a baby. It's been in early access for 10 years. It's on my watch list for a really long time. I might even do like a full playthrough and record it, sort of thing. It's a cool game. I'm excited to see if it's as good as it's been looking. Early access for 10 years. It's 1.0 in like a week, actually. I said early May. It is early May, like a week from now. I'm gonna reach out to those guys, actually. It's on Steam, yeah. Space Haven, there it is. Cool game. I think you get a Nuki Machine. I might have to like wrap this around. I don't know. Like, how else am I gonna get a furnace on this side to... I mean, there's it's friggin' 3 weather. That makes crystal. So eventually we can get a kiln, and then the kiln, oh man. It's a 1 in 6 to get crystal. It's like FTL and RimWorld had a baby. Yeah. Wishlist, yes. Pre-order, no. Does it have a pre-order? I don't know. I mean, you can play it already in early access. Yeah, it's when I play it, I'm sure people are gonna be like, "Is this RimWorld? Is this FTL?" And I'm just gonna say yes. Now on. Is this RimWorld? I think I built too much population. Now that I've learned a bit about the puzzling of this game, I think just building population for the heck of it wasn't... So, the yellow is how close civilization needed, or houses need to be able to provide work for them. And we need 8 for that, right? So it's gonna like consume these 8 houses. Not really, but you know what I mean? As its workforce. But like, most things don't reach real deep into this, so I think I should have been placing these more frequently. Jonathan paying it forward already. Jonathan is gifting a heavy hoodie to the chat. If you didn't win, if you have not won a heavy hoodie, here's your chance again. Actually, you should enter thanks to Jonathan paying it forward already. Let's see, one done. Yeah, that one's done down there. Oh, look, a falcon. Check it out, a heron. Do you think I should do that for RimWorld? And I'm gonna risk this. We're gonna end up having a lot of events because of it. It's a 1 in 6 for a crystal, which is it's not good, but oh well. Heavy hoodie again. Exclamation enter in the Twitch chat. 2. So like here, I'm really tempted to make more housing. But there's a lot of housing that currently is not being utilized. So what good is it right now when we're already meeting the residents required? We need influence. So we should start thinking about that, I guess. What weather do we have right now? Okay. Hey, we rolled the crystal on the first try. Look at us. Yeah, but I think I'm not going to build housing down there. Not right now. Doesn't it from a couple washes break in? Yeah. I think the hood starts out pretty good already, but I'll tell you my actual favorite hoodie, aside from the fleece one that I got when I was testing, unfortunately only has embroidery designs, and they're small. And the winner of Jonathan's giveaway is Wit. Wit can't. Thank you for entering. Thank you for being here. Go to that link, outofverseverything.com/redeem. Thank you, Jonathan. Make sure you redeem that. You got some time. I'm not gonna like re-roll it immediately. Make sure you do redeem it. Yeah, I shouldn't have used this. Too late. How do I change my name? Hey, Diacris, thank you 180. Thank you, Diacris. The fleece hoodie is very comfortable. It's very soft. My the fleece hoodie that I got for testing, I've probably washed now. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe 10 times or something, and it's still soft. I would say with the fleece hoodies, probably any of these things with the graphics on them, because it is dyed into the fabric. It does benefit by turning it inside out when you wash. Not allowed to enter in a giveaway anymore. I do want to get something for summertime, mainly for myself, and then if people like it, yeah, I have it on my to-do list to contact the artist next week. Yeah, I know. I don't know why there's fewer color options and why all the strings are white on it. I agree with you there, but I had to go with it because it was very comfy and it was ModWife's favorite out of all of them. Ah, that's what I was trying to hit, the root. Okay. Banana hammock. Now, I think I'm gonna get a design for some like sleeveless shirts because I need some for the summer anyway. So why not have some made that the Bella Canvas people, the same ones that make all the shirts, the same one that has this fleece hoodie, apparently have sleeveless shirts. So I'm gonna try some of the blanks and see how they are. You would buy a sticker that says "It depends." Banana hammock. Build that. Build that. Roll dust. I'm gonna re-roll that one. Sun's out, guns out. That's right. Oh, come on. I shouldn't waste all my rerolls on that. The problem with the stickers, I mean, maybe, I don't know. So my philosophy and all the merch stuff, because people asked about merch stuff for years, and I just was like, I don't know. I don't really like the idea because I'm not really a fan of most merch stuff and whatnot. I just don't want like my name plastered on something. So my thing was like, if I make something that I like and I think is worth it for me, even if it doesn't ever make a profit or whatever, at least I have those things. Maybe it was an expensive shirt or expensive this or another. But when I was looking at stickers, at least on the site that I use, or the merch shop that I use, it didn't seem like they were like worth the cost. And also, I gotta talk to them about it because it makes sense because they ship from different places, but it would be more economical if like you could get the sticker type things as like an add-on, so you didn't have to pay shipping on it as well. It's weird. It has a shipping cost with them. Like sleeveless crop top at the peak of summer. Wow. That sucks. Oh well. Oh, I didn't even look at the cost of actually doing it. Oh well was not the answer. Add on to that. Yeah, I'm gonna put some sleeveless shirts on there. Probably start planning for next winter's hoodie. Congrats on beating baby steps. Thanks. Thank you. Really enjoy baby steps. So much that I'm thinking about playing it some more sometime pretty soon-ish. We'll see though. We'll see. T? How about steel buttons boxers? Oh, that's gonna be done. Okay. I wonder if that's gonna count toward the event. I don't know. Not sure. What if I just hold on to these because I don't want the event? It's probably not the way to do it right now. But we'll finally be able to start getting rid of the grass up here, I think. Still mountain to climb. Well, I mean, I did make it to the credits. That counts as beat. I didn't beat every step in the game, but I would like to go back and do some more of it. Warm fluffy socks, go with the hoodies. Yeah, I haven't looked at those. They're not a sponsor anymore. They were for a short time. The most comfortable socks I've ever worn were from the MeUndies company. They're expensive though. They sponsored the stream for like 3 months back in the Darkest Dungeon days. And they sent me some underwear and some socks. Those were very comfortable socks. It was like, I don't know what the material was, but it was kind of weird but comfortable. It was like putting your feet into like something buttery, like silky, buttery, you know? I don't know how to describe it. What is the name of that material? I think it starts with an M. Margarine? No, not that. Not a sponsor. Don't buy any MeUndies socks. Sounds like the bamboo socks you had. Yeah, these are very comfortable. Modal, I think that's it, yeah. Hiking socks for you? What made them extra comfortable? All right. Ritual. Okay, well, I think the modal thing is correct, yeah. For the thing I was talking about anyway. What's the third faction? We've got these Dais people, Frame, and some fung or coral people. New ones, last forever. Or last for a long time. Feel good for a long time. The coral people, let's see. These ones were extra dice. These ones were extra rerolls. And these ones were passive influence. So if you have them in good standing, every time you have a blue dice or something, every time you have an event dice, you get +5 influence. Which seems kind of weak compared to this one. Seems amazing. If we can get these guys happy, that'd be great. Having 7 rerolls sounds pretty friggin' awesome. But there's other factions as well. You don't get the same factions every time. When I was testing this out to try to understand the game, I didn't get these two. I got 2 different ones. Yeah, that one's good. So I'm thinking that we need a place to get influence on this side to use up some of this, but I don't think we can until this is made. Where are those? Yeah, like this stuff. So this uses daylight. We don't have that over here. T, we don't have that. Canvas, don't have that. We have mirrors. That's it on that side, okay. The bazaar, on the other hand, takes earth. Which we are getting, let's see, metal, scrap, earth, brick, crystal, mirror. Hang on, why don't we have a bazaar down here? Can we fit one? We can't because there's not enough people. Bazaar, that sounds odd. Boy, that'd be a good spot for it too. All that friggin' grass. 10 weather dye. Anonymous, thank you for the sub to You Don't Know Why for the 8th month. Thank you, Anonymous. Don't know why. No more ads for you again. Welcome back. We really need influence. That's what's holding us back. So, if we put that there, thank you, Anonymous. It's still not quite as good. I mean, it does give some influence, though. Out of how many buildings? 2. Out of, excuse me, down here it'd be out of 3. Yeah, I think if I were going to do a new run of this, or when I do, I think I wouldn't overpopulate. I feel like that was a mistake. I wonder if deleting houses... Can you do that? You can't delete housing. At least not at this stage. Because, like, this bazaar would have been really nice right here. I can't place it because the houses are in the way. But there might be some other stuff we unlocked that allows us to do stuff like that. And we're going to need population down this way, but... we get the bazaar here. That feeds from 3. That's decent. What's the fort? The fort is the next one, which takes silk. The silk is the only thing we're making right now, so that's what we're trying to make there. I could get rid of that and try to put it elsewhere. I can take brick, scrap, crystal, bearing, glow, and antimatter for influence, which is all super good. But at the moment, we're having trouble building it because the only thing that we're producing that makes it is silk, and silk is only a 1 in 6 at this. The armor has a chance to make silk, also at a 1 in 6. How big is the armor? Pretty chunky. But right now, this isn't really doing anything here. But it's just going to be hard to make anywhere else because we're not producing what it needs. I guess we just keep trying this, and we have negative events. We just eat them. Like, we need that fort done. Everything that has happened in the last few hours, we've expanded into multiple corners. That's pretty much the last 2 hours. I was supposed to get off this game like an hour and a half ago, but I've been like, hey, look, nice. I actually get to remove some of the grass for the first time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start maybe saying oh well a little bit on the potential negatives and get some more stuff done. So this one is from here. Brick, earth, scrap. Yeah, it doesn't do anything. This one needs dust, crystal, dye. Yeah, screw it. Roll to crystal, hopefully. Nope. Nope. Try again. Give me a crystal. Oh, come on. All right, first try. That's only a 1 for the crystals. Oof. We're still trying to rebuild the rust thing that got destroyed through one of the events. Maybe houses getting destroyed through an event isn't that big of a deal. I have 1 reroll. Decision +1 if we get 4. +4 instability. I mean, it's for 0. I'm not too well. Yeah, screw it. Let the dice decide. If housing, would that change? I think so. I think I might have. So the housing, aside from just unlocking a higher tier of city, which we need, the housing is what you need to like employ the buildings, right? So I think like you get enough housing to make sure you can put that building where you want it. And then don't just make housing just to get more residents until you actually need them. Makes sense, right? In retrospect, but I wasn't realizing that housing was going to build us into a corner. It might still be fine, but like this feels kind of like a waste, because if we build here or here, these houses back here are not actually being used to employ those buildings. They're just back here just as numbers. So if I had waited and when the houses got around here, instead built buildings that utilized them, that would have been better, I think. I mean, you know, spitballing. This is still the first real playthrough of it, so hey, disposition +1, excellent. So they're now friendly. Higher strength and non-neutral, so they have to be higher strength too. Okay. All right, need to get this made. That still. This. And we're gonna keep trying at this thing. Good luck to us. Because really influence is the big thing. Influence, like residents are pretty easy to get. Influence, you need to unlock the next tier, the next buildings, and you also need it for all these events and rolling the events and stuff. So I think really, if I were to restart, I would really, and for anyone that's starting out, pay attention to these market buildings and try your absolute best to build around those constantly as you expand. Don't overbuild houses. That's what I would do anyway. As someone that doesn't know what I'm talking about in this game yet, that's what I would do. Before I see this game, hopefully I get some time to play it again. I mean, I could make time, I suppose, but you know. This is only supposed to be a 2-hour sponsor segment, but it's one of those things that it feels satisfying to figure out like a little bit more strategy to the puzzle. It's kind of hard not to start over when you figure out one of those things like oh, now that I know that, I can start over and do better. But it's a really chill game. Like I said, I don't have a affiliate link or anything like that, but if you go to Steam and wishlist this or pick it up or whatever, if it looks interesting, helps out the Steam algorithm for the developer. I really think that's a little bit better of a tutorial. And I mean, there are, to be fair, like if you go in here, there is more. Like this is a good start. This is cool. Oh, here's the factions. Crowan, the Coral Monarchy, Dias, Frame, Gardeners, Lanterns, Void Lineage. That's cool too. I hope it does well for them. I know it's not going to be like a... You know, it's not going to be like a crazy explosion of a game. That's not really the kind of game it is anymore. Not the next RimWorld. It's just stuff people have been asking. It's like, no, this is very different. That's okay. Oh, another build there. All right. So the D-Ruster over there finally getting built. So here, like, it's tempting to work on the housing, but I'm just going to get more influence. Excuse me. Get rid of some more of the grass over there. Good. I almost used all the dice for a change. Alright, a new de-ruster. Weather event. I think that might mean we get weather change after this. Can't remember if that was the last one of this cycle or not. Flood move, flood grow, rust move. Okay. So now weather doesn't matter as much to us. Like, those aren't good things, but it's not as detrimental as like destroying some of our buildings. So we can keep that in mind and not be quite as scared to roll dice that have a lot of potential weather rolls on them, like these ones. Okay, so that's done. That's done. Good. That one's also done. Wow. So where did this one come from? Right here. We were hoping to roll a mirror. Yeah. And this one we need silk. Yeah, screw it. Easy. We only need one more silk for the fort, and that's gonna be... I think that's gonna be our ticket to getting more influence so we can progress some more. We'll save the rerolls for maybe that. Also, do you think it'd be a little bit nice to have an option for faster dice rolling or something? Like, this is a chill game. I feel like even with something like this, over time, you're going to be like, all right. I'm sick of watching the dice roll. I think there's it's never bad to have the option either way. Let's see. Daylight's still only at a 5. We can roll one more die. Gathering quiver. That's no good right now. Oh, right. So we wanted to get a furnace up here. Right. Hey, machine! Thank you for the 125 gifts. Did you do the thing again? Machine, thank you for the 125 gift subs. Very much appreciated. You did the thing. Jonesy did the thing this morning and it hit I think it actually hit 69 people. Hit the meme number. The thing. Thank you. Thank you, Iggy Machine. Those of you getting gifted subs, no more ads for you. For a whole month. Super supports the stream. Get 100 emotes to use anywhere on Twitch. Not that there's anywhere else to use them. Don't go looking. Yeah, thank you, Icky Machine, again. Not even 10k gifted subs. Could you imagine? No. Listen, first off, don't tempt him, and second off, I have a bad feeling a lot of people are saving some extra oomph for the next streamathon now that they know how they are. All right, let's reroll this one. Come on. Go look at the number. Come on. It's almost done. No. Turn over, you jerk. Well. Wow, that was a really bad turn compared to the other one. It's literally the turn before this. Oh, I got gifted it. Thanks. Yeah, you got here at a good time. Pouring gas is on. Thankfully, I don't have to drive very much. Yeah, so the thing we're talking about is Twitch added the option to gift everyone that's watching who's not currently a subscriber. Which is pretty cool, yeah. Maybe it's a good thing that didn't exist during the streamathon. Plus 5 instability, nothing happens. 3 dice. Oh my god, I have to do it. What? Oh, this sucks. Been long enough, yeah. I'm surprised. What do you mean? No, that's the worst one. The next streamathon. You mean the infinite streamathon? Wow, that sucks. 15? Oh my god. Well, I'm supposed to get off this anyway, so maybe we will after we see this. Wow, that friggin' sucks. A really good turn followed by a really bad turn. The infinite streamathon. Can't believe it was only 4 months till the next one. Like in a good way. Man. No non-subs allowed. In a good way, yeah. I read that backwards. Oh, man. Yeah, I think I really blocked myself with these extra houses. Well, we're about to have a real rough time. We'll see what ends up happening. I never got the fort done. Fort seems really good, too. Might be worth all the rerolls to get a fort. Oh, my God. Got fort done. Bye, house. Bye, house. Bye, house. We lost a building area. Bye, house. Another building area. 3 building areas. Can I please get the fort done just so we can see? Please. Absolutely not. Looks like tea is back on the menu, so that's good. Losing house is kind of good, maybe depending on where they're lost, but losing the floor altogether, it doesn't seem good. Losing the ability to build there entirely seems likely bad. Likely bad. Come on. Silk. No. You jerk. Ooh, -9. I'm not going to. I'm kind of tempted to play this tomorrow. But I already have the week planned. It's probably going to be one of those games where I play maybe like a cycle or 2 before bed every now and then. I want to get the fort done so I can try it out. I just can't roll the right things. Come on. Do it. Probably not the greatest stream game. Now I'm like focused on getting that over there, so I gotta chill out on that. Can we also... No, we can't fit that yet. We got crystal cone. What if that'd be good to put there? Maybe. Maybe. Guess we need to expand some of the housing that way now. You are enjoying it? Good. It's yeah, it's a cool little puzzle game. Pretty unique, pretty chill. Build that. Build you guys. And pie diddly. Thank you for watching. You'll be able to get gifted a sub if you didn't watch here, at least occasionally. Yeah, thank you again, though. Man, we still got so many of those bad dice to roll. Crazy. We're about to have a bunch of weather. So, that's where that rolls. Yeah, I need to get silk out of this. Come on. I gotta eventually roll silk, right? Is that another gambler fallacy? Oh, come on. No, I've rolled the other 1 in 6 thing 3 times. All right, we might screw ourselves over, but I'm gonna get this thing made. Just one more roll. Tutorial was better. That would be something. The only other thing I don't like is the jitteriness. I feel the same way. It's not a smooth scroll. Like, I'm clicking it kind of fast, but it does move in chunks. It's the same problem. One of the same problems I had with Dwarf Fortress. But I'm with you. A smooth scroll and tutorial. You know what? Tutorial. Smooth scroll. What was the option I said? Oh. Animation speed option. Those would be nice. I'll let the developers know. They probably are going to be like, listen, we paid you to play the game for like an hour or 2 hours. We don't need this in our lives. No, they were nice when they talked to me. Wow, this sucks. Oh man, we got another triple area removal. If smooth scrolling meant that it had to move more slowly, would you still want it? That's a valid question. Faster dice roll, I do have that written down. I have tutorial, smooth scrolling, animation / dice speed option, and voiceover, but voiceover work is expensive, I know. Chris as well, yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess if it was an option, right? At the end of the day, more options are great, so you can choose which way you want to go. Because the thing is, like, you can do WASD, which is what I've been doing. You can do middle mouse, but middle mouse is not very smooth either. It's even worse, I think. How big is the map? Oh my god. Oh my god. We have covered like nothing. I hadn't actually done that when I was playing. That's a lot of map. No, it's that one again. Come on, Silk. Why, God, why? No, it was on it. Can you zoom in? Yes, we got it. Interaction between each tile at a time, maybe. Can you zoom in out on the map? This is as far out as you can zoom, but you can, or zoom out, but you can zoom in and actually see the people moving around and stuff. I think it's more populated the more you actually hear them too. Cool graphic style. All right, now is it going to be all I wished it for? Or to be. That's how you say that. Wait on that. All right, the fort. Let's take a look here. The fort can be supplied. Oh, it is in range, by the way. But that's only for crystals, so not worth the risk, probably. So it's in range of 3 of those. Still need to do that, though. The ritual. That grass down there looks not great. Need a P music. Yeah, that would be okay. This music is pretty friggin' chill. It's not bad, but it is it's repetitive. I rolled none of the stuff for the fort. Come on, fort. There's still some more grass we gotta get removed. I like the music. I like the music, but I could benefit from a few. Oh my god, a few more tracks. Look at that, 18 for a single crystal. Who knows how much we would have gotten out of that thing over the course of this. And I got it built faster. No insult to any game. Every game could use a P music. That's very true. I gotta get off here. Alright, I gotta stop. Hands off the keyboard. I gotta go. I got some other things I have to do tonight. Just one more roll. You know what's fun? Video games. I know. Hot take. Playing video games. Sometimes I just don't want to stop playing them. They are enjoyable to do. Right, Inspector? All right. That was a fun stream. I hope some of you thought so as well. Once again, the shout out to the developers. They did sponsor the first little bit of this playthrough, but I enjoy the game. I do think it's not perfect, but it is a small indie dev. If you feel like there's no tracking link, there's no affiliate thing, I don't get paid more if you do this. But if you thought it was interesting or you want to support the dev or whatever, just go to Steam. Go to Steam. You can buy the game. It's out as of today. You could wish list, which is free. It's a cool one. If you are confused by it, if you go back to the beginning of this video on YouTube or click back to the chapter start on Twitch, I did about 10 minutes. That's the very basic overview of the tutorial that I feel is a little bit better than what the game provides right now. At least it's easier in voice than text anyway. But it's a cool little puzzle game, and I already found out some stuff that I would do differently. I feel on the next playthrough. My advice for playing it is you don't always need to roll every dice. Events pretty much suck until you get the factions unlocked. And don't build houses just to build houses. Focus on influence. That's probably what I would say. YouTube, thank you guys for watching on there. Again, this game was Amberspire. Thank you, YouTube.